Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Plight of Princes, and our first of 2021. Where last this group of children, adventurers, and vagabonds left off, they had originally met in the city of Neverwinter during a big festival celebrating a selection of years since the defeat of the last great evil within Faerun. After a period of time, the event had been assaulted by the Githyanki, and several very important people had been stolen away from the proceedings. These were princes from across certain realms, planes, or otherwise. The party has been sent out to find these pure silver-like material anchors that had been left around Faerun. Whether or not these were left before, after, or are a byproduct of the assaults are remained to be seen. The party had made their way north, going up nearly towards Icewind Dale itself, collecting up the few things they could there, and have made their way back south. They are now passing by the small estuary implanted Motte and Bailey keep of Carhold. They had previously gone through this area, finding it to be under the threat of humans who had difficulty accepting the amount of cultural variance within the city. Small village. They have now returned to find that it has been under attack by a group of ogres and several bandits. A passing few individuals and the death of a friendly hill giant have managed to buy themselves time. But the party have noticed something. A few of their keener eye members noticed an individual making their way towards the Bailey side of the section, which is the upper keep, following up this long, simple bridge. People were calling out that they believed someone was there. The party had been making their way towards the bridge and across towards this. That's where we left the session off. So then, my darlings, currently there is no immediate threat around any of you. There is a blanket of shadow on the far side of this area that is beginning to fade away, and there is no one or no threat in sight. What do you do?
Okay.
Bearing in mind, several of you are spaced out quite considerably from each other.
Before I do anything, does anyone remember what the symbol that's on the posing ceremony says?
Sorry?
Ooh, that implies they've had some sort of buff.
I think it's something from Stacey. It's not blessed because I have not used any spell slots. I think it's something from Stacey because I've got temporary hit points.
It was her bardic inspiration.
It is the bardic inspiration, the mantle.
The mantle, yeah.
Because I can target a max of 4 people with it.
And you had chosen people because you wanted them to use their movement speed to get up towards the point. You are currently the closest to what was that battle, where now bandits have either entirely routed or have been subdued. Ogres have been gutted, routed, or torn apart. And how's everyone looking right now as you are all about yourselves? So, Loyalty and Wittek, you two are currently on Garm, and you are the furthest away from anyone. Are you rushing your way up to try and make rendezvous with your party?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm booking it into the keep.
You're just gonna keep rushing?
I'm with Renara, yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna keep going too.
Kika, you carried King up most of the way, didn't you?
Yes, because
Where you currently
it's
are.
very light. That's why we are up at the front.
Okay, that's fine.
been left behind. I've been left behind. I've been left behind.
Wait for me!
Leave me!
You dropped your twink.
I'm unable to actually find myself.
Where are you?
I think you're in.
Yep, there we go. Found it.
Good question. There you are.
Everyone is like,
there
There he is.
16
It was the
different
symbol
people
covering
voted.
me. I got confused.
Yeah, me and Posey is going to book it, and if I'm not waiting for a conversation, I'm going to go.
Okay. You're going, and Posey are going. Kika and King, are you making your way across?
King, what do you want to do?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
Serenus, Garm. No, Garm has no choice. Wittick and Loyalty, what are you doing? Are you going across? The bridge looks like it can support Garm before you wander.
I'm going to keep going with the party and go forwards myself.
And is the darkness gone, or is the darkness still there at the
It's
doorway?
begun to fade, and it's like as by the time Loyalty and Wittick arrive, it has mostly dissipated into like just like a very faintly lingering fog, but it is
Which
dissipating.
means
as
me and you were going through it, Renar.
I'm going to pass through the white fog into the boss room.
We're dark souling this, okay.
Everybody get over the purple line.
All the boss room seals.
How tall is a dire wolf?
Narrowin, me and you are on the same goddamn page.
about 5 foot.
I know what you're
At
thinking.
the shoulder. No, actually, no, because he's bigger. He's about. I think I just like compared him to the same rough size as like almost a small riding horse, basically. Like he's bulkier and he's a lower frame, but he can definitely carry you.
So we say 5.
5 foot.
Okay.
Considering it's more or less just a homebrew mecha wolf. Says he, oh, I want to have a winter wolf. You will and your fuck have a winter wolf.
You can
Take a giant wolf and be happy.
grab something. 5 feet.
Meanwhile, Loyalty in the back.
Yeah, Loyalty just hanging on to the back like, wee!
No, I'm talking about the static, man.
No.
That thing pings.
Use conditioner, they said. Look at my hair. What the fuck?
Cool. Alright, never mind.
You're gonna make your way across?
Yeah.
Serenus?
Because I'm pretty sure the walls for this keep are more than 4 foot high.
You can't jump over it.
Yes.
If that's what you meant.
Just move forwards along.
You
with the
don't
path.
have access to jump, so that's your own fault for not choosing it as a sorcerer. Suffer in silence. Sorry, Serenus?
Just move forwards with the party. Just
Okay.
just keep moving forwards with everyone.
Alright. So everyone makes their way up. And begins arriving like just the outskirts of the keep. Let's see, is that everyone on this side? No, it isn't.
Serenus, Renara, and the Gunslinger, if they're coming.
Well, the gunslinger doesn't get a chance, as they have to make a dexterity saving throw. So the gunslinger is the last person to make their way across, but as they attempt to do so, they sniff the air, and anyone who looks back, their eyes go wide, as the bridge explodes, with her on it.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
We're alone
jeez.
now.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And she gets thrown off
Oh no.
and into the currents, but the entire bridge basically goes. So you made a joke, Posey, but I think you are alone now.
Is that gunslinger going to be okay?
You have no idea. So then,
I'm too far in front.
I can fly down and go grab her.
Gotta deal with this.
But to be meta, I know the DM doesn't want me to, so.
Well, yeah, no, we've got things to deal with. We can't be ferrying people over.
It was more to make sure she doesn't drown. If she seems capable of swimming, then.
I'm already in the keep, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, make her too
I
far
mean, she was an explosion. She probably
You
has
hear the
very
explosion,
concerned.
but you don't know, and you're deciding, you're prioritizing going in. So, as you make your way by the front entrance, you can just see that there is already just one guard that's there, that has just been gutted, and their intestines are hung out, and they're just in a slumped position against a wall. As we pull you kids into the car hold.
Get in the car, kids!
You start in
Sorry,
this
I had
room
to.
here.
I was gonna
my
say,
brain
where's
just
the
went to
void?
Sweet Mason.
But we came in from the south on the map, and now we're
Okay.
on top of the map.
Hey Kay,
It
fight
happens.
me, you whore.
Don't tempt me.
It is our job to roast you whenever possible. We know this.
And it's my job to literally roast your characters every opportunity I get.
Like for the fact that
I
the
am
grid
Lord.
isn't aligned!
Hey guys, did you hear that? Did you hear
Even
that?
if we-
Wah! Did you hear that?
Even if we came in from the
Wah!
south, the map could just be
Did you hear
flipped.
that?
What does it
Wah!
matter?
Oh god, guys.
Nothing
Get
said
the map.
to face north.
Children.
We're back, babes.
I will say this for the sake of explanation. You came in from this side, so this was the south. So if this was properly aligned, north is this way, west is this way, east is this way, and south is
Yeah.
that way.
Pretty, yeah, it's pretty standard game stuff that the map can and
Yeah.
doesn't always.
And as
face
always,
north.
thank you very much for having my back.
You know, we're
We're just joshing.
They are, as the kids say, ripping the piss.
Yes, of course.
Obviously.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Where's my others? Is there any other?
I don't know
babies
why
in
I'm
the
in
room?
myself in front of Runara. That's the opposite of what I want to be
Ah,
doing.
I believe that's everyone.
I mean, there's
Okay.
no wolf, but
Your dog ain't fitting in here, boy.
yeah, I figured.
You can
Yeah.
have a minute of trying to wedge that dog through that door before you realize it's going to be a pain in the ass to get you through it.
Oh god, it's just one of these dogs that are struggling to get through the doggy door.
With the big branch in the way, just like bing,
Aw.
bing, bing,
I'm
bing.
now- I'm now picturing them just going outside and going, sit, and this giant dog just sitting and be like, stay.
Wolf. Okay. Runara, give
Hello.
me a perception check.
No.
Too bad.
Not to and just auto fail.
Oh.
Okay, first roll back.
Guidance. Too late.
Oh, too bad you didn't declare before you rolled. Suck my dick.
Oh, yeah, I just said too late.
So you can smell immediately the moment you come in the smell of blood and the smell of gore, and you begin hearing little gargly cackles from the next room. Just as you're at the corner, you peek your head and you can see what looks like the corpse of a two-headed ogre splayed out, and spinning around one of its arms, taking little chunks out, is an imp. And you can just see something is writhing in its rib cage. It is in there.
The imp is just trying to like mess with it a bit.
Imp is taking puppy bites out of a big ass piece of meat.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on the imp.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a save. Also, if I'm not close enough, I will approach it. Maybe.
You are
I don't
close. You're
Okay.
close enough, so fair point. Just a second. DC 15 Dexterity saving throw for the imp. which it succeeds, so it takes no damage.
Then I'll just charge it.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative as we come in.
First time, boyo. Oh, good start.
You're rolling one somewhere, Blue.
Get it out of my system.
Yeah, burn them. Burn them quick.
I don't think I've ever rolled a high initiative roll in this campaign. It's always been
I feel that.
below 10. It's always been below 10.
You're up first, good sir. There
I
are...
haven't rolled, hold on. I've got a question. It's an ability check, right? So can I guide myself on initiative or not?
You would have had to have done it before you rolled.
That's fine. Just so I know for future if I can or not. Because that's not something I've ever...
No, very few people try to, but it counts as an ability check.
Yeah, I think they mentioned
ability
it.
skill rules apply.
Fucking error.
So, Runara. You threw out your Sacred Flame. You said you're charging in.
Yep. What's the button? That one? I'll run straight up to it.
Okay. Leaning up and at the actual inner workings of this creature, you can just see its ribcage is about 4 foot off the ground, as its total mass, because it is a large creature. And you see the ribs moving, and then you realize that they're not the ribs, but the elongated teeth of a creature that's on the inside, which looks up towards you with these bulbous, disgusting eyes as it does, discontorted and in too many different places, some disappearing back into the body to pop back out at different proportions and spaces.
Check this out. Lovely.
Ugh, that's gross.
Well, must not read all of its abilities at the bottom. Yeah, we can see its traits and abilities. That's just for
That's fine.
But I will not scroll down.
I trust you now to metagame.
Action to do this.
Time to metagame.
You just won't rockin' and smite. It doesn't matter what abilities it has.
Yeah, it's true.
Have that. I will use my action to light the fuck up. On the move. Been a while.
Technical term.
Technical term. Light the fuck up.
Use my radiant consumption. So the burning hot light comes out of my eyes and my face, and I'll just start burning shit up.
That inner core, that inner spark of flame that you always have, just thrums, and as it does, just all of your body just thrums out with it. Your eyes illuminate out like a pair of floodlights in the night, and just from your mouth there was just pure white light. As from your back there's just this illumination all around you. It's almost like this massive halo from either of your shoulders around.
Let me double check some. End my turns. Is that the imp here at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to run in melee with both of them.
Okay.
That's my turns. They both take radiant damage, and I can't remember how much it is.
Half your level,
half your level
down.
Rounded up. No, rounded up. It specifically says.
Rounded up? Oh, it's set up.
Well, it'd be 3. So it'd be 3 radiant
so 3
damage.
damage to each of them. Okay.
Radiant damage. When with resistance, do I round up or down on resistance? So it would be 1 or 2 for myself.
You round down.
So I'll do 1 damage there.
Okay, that's your turn. Widdick.
Okay. Going here. Knowing last time that anything like this happened, I know not to get close. It hurts. So I'm going to firebolt from here.
You're a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Who are you aiming at?
The imp.
Cool. Fire at the imp.
Oop.
That will miss the imp, unfortunately.
Yeah. 8. Why the head?
You just reach into your chest, into that lantern you have, and almost like this little spark trails out of it, and you lunge it out. But as you are, the imp's already reeling back from the light from Renara, and as it happens with it leans back too far. Your bolt careens right past it. Is that all you do, sir?
Do I see anything down the hall whenever the fire goes past?
Not really, no. It just goes
Yeah, I
off
figured.
into... Not that there isn't anything there. I'm sorry, excuse me. That there is nothing there. So I'll just reveal that area for yourself, sir. And because you're here, I'll reveal this section over here, and there doesn't seem to be anything on either side.
Yeah, that'll be it.
That be you?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a moment, folks. Loyalty.
Okay.
It's your go, Lo. So
Um,
what do you do?
what am I able to see from where I am?
The back of Runara's, back of Posey's head.
And that's it.
It's a lovely back of the head.
I'm sorry, I'm tall.
Definitely worse views.
Oh,
There are
look.
definitely worse views.
Okay, so if that's the case, then I will as my action, I'm going to cast guidance on Posey.
Okay, Posey will get guidance for an ability check of her choosing on the next turn.
I don't know why it's saying spell save DC, but there we go.
If you wanted to resist it, Posey, DC 15. No, do not help me. No touch. No touch.
And I'm gonna nudge to there. And Lo is going to warn everyone not to touch him because he's not entirely sure if the static is going to hurt or not.
Ding, 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 ding. Somebody definitely got a jump off of you getting through the door, so don't worry, it's already passed. Okay. At the end of your turn. Let's see. Brunara, from just out of the corner of this section over right here, you see essentially as a ball of shadow.
Like darkness spell-esque.
No, more.
Oh.
Why is that moving at me?
Right.
You can just see it swoops over your head, over the ceiling, to just about there. And just about a 10-foot radius of illuminated shadow coalesces into a single long-winged form. Arms disproportionate to the rest of the body. And this kind of sinewy muscle all across it. Simple tusks to the side and long horns. Looks around to all of you. And in your minds, you hear a voice ring out towards you.
Oh, the fun we'll have.
Okay.
Come again?
Please tell me it actually went through. Please tell me it
It was a
actually
little
went through.
quiet.
Did it, or am I sad now? Am I sad now? Did it
No,
not
I
go
heard.
through?
I heard.
went through.
Something about fun you have, but it was a little quiet for me.
Oh, the fun
Oh,
we'll
the
have.
fun we'll have.
Okay.
Posey,
Well, that changes my plans a little.
little bit.
Just a little bit. What can I, like, has it got like an area of darkness around it, or is it just like a very dark form is what you were describing?
It doesn't have an area of darkness around it. More or less, it was
Okay,
a
so I can't
cloud
see.
of shadow that coalesced into a form.
Coalesced, yeah.
Damn it,
Okay.
The imp's not fucking... I thought I did roll for the imps. You bastards.
I mean, if the imps want to go, give me a second to work it out what the fuck I'm gonna do.
No, it's not. You're going now. I'll have them go at the end of the turn, but I'm just gonna roll. Just have
Oh,
them
great.
on board.
Good, well... My
the
shit's on my
fuck did you-
crossbow right now.
Imps, roll your initiative, you little bastards. There we go.
Yes, imps. Just give me more time.
No, you're going now. Make your decision.
decision. I don't imply I have any idea. I am fucking shit ass. I'm now tanking this doorway, I guess. Wait, I saw where it go past. I am going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself. Yes, that is what I'm going to do.
You cast Armor of Agathis on yourself. Click it out there to see what you get.
Okay.
Is it at first level or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
So you have.
How do I work again?
I think warlocks just cast it at whatever level they can cast that, right?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever slot.
I'd love to know. Hang on a second.
On your warlock slots for your level.
I will come back to this. I'll just take 5 for now. But if it should be another 5, I'll tell you in 30 seconds.
Okay.
I don't know what level my spell slots are right now. And I am going to. I'm not going to do anything. But can I just like take my sword out and move forward?
You brandish your weapons.
I just want to have this. I want to have the sword, not the cross, because I have the crossbow out.
That is.
And I'm gonna stand there and just be like, Winnick!
Winnick, turn around, buddy!
I will check that spell slot now while things are happening, just so I don't.
Cool, you're level 6.
Already on it. Already
your
on
slot
it.
level. Your slot level 1st until 7th. At 7th, you got up to slot level 2.
That's what I thought so.
So you can just see at this the corner of your vision, Runara, several imps just lingering, just like in their frustration. The one next to you is going to attempt to bite you. Oh no, it's going to use its sting, excuse me. It's got a sting, this is in this form. Yeah, that hits.
What's the roll?
I ain't telling you.
How do you know it hits?
Because I know your AC.
That's fair.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage and I need a constitution saving throw.
Where is it? This one here. It's 7 piercing, yeah?
Yeah, 7 piercing. And now you take 7 points of poison damage. Because you succeeded, can't save as I open a can of Coca-Cola.
Oh, I forgot my temporary hit points. Sorry.
Okay, that one's that's turn. It's now going to move out of your owie pain circle of ow.
Yeah, it will.
And these other two aren't going to do anything, but now it's going to be the Maw Beast's turn. Simple turn, it's just going to attempt to range itself out. It's going to take a bite attack at you.
I'll use my reaction to give him disadvantage, as my shield just flashes bright light at him.
Okay.
Nice.
12 and a 12, so...
That's a miss and a miss.
Big ol' whiff. Shadow Demon's turn. Posy's turn. Serenus, buddy, friend old pal. That creature is... Give you an idea, by the way, I apologize, I didn't emphasize this. It is a 20-foot high ceiling in here. And the corridors are 50-foot high. This creature's horns are touching over 10-foot high. So you can definitely see it by Posy. It's definitely there in visibility. Visibility? Visibility. That's a word. Serenus, my son.
So I can I see rough? Like, is it? I presume it's like.
You can definitely see the motherfucker.
I can definitely see it, but I presume like it's not like because I know you mentioned like darkness and stuff like that. I presume it's a bit.
No, it was a form of darkness. Like picture it was a cloud that coalesced into a form.
So it is a form now.
Yes, you
It's
can
like-
see it. It is
It's like
there.
in the
It
Harry
is a
Potter
motherfucker.
films when they're all flying around as black smoke and then form.
Yes.
Well, I think there's only calls for one special move to be done, which is I'm going to stay at my current distance, and I'm going to do Magic Stone with my Walloping Stones.
You're gonna throw a rock at him.
Using one of my Walloping Stones.
Okay. So
Yeah, I was honestly thought you were going to tell him, oh, and this one is preventing, or this one's not able to be knocked over because he's stuck to the roof.
like his horns are jabbed in, like knock me over now.
Yeah, he's jammed his horns in the ceiling.
Well, you miss his AC.
Damn.
So it's less a case of you didn't hit it and it hit the creature's chest and just ping, 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 ping. It's like
Right.
to do something.
Good try, Cernus.
Maybe if you threw it harder.
I mean, I'm at a good distance right now, so I'm gonna just stay here and just end my turn because I'm a good place. There's people in front of me as collateral. It's fine. I'm gonna just
King.
stay where I am.
Collateral, fine.
Wizard, who is braver than the druid, what are you doing?
There's a statement.
Is it wrong?
So I got the demon sort of in the way. There's really
Demon?
not much I can do in terms of advancing. So,
Die, Demon.
demon?
I just want to talk to the demon.
Oh no, the goatman is angry. We destroyed his bridge.
No, we disrespected his bridge.
You got it! You fucking got it! Yes! I was like, have a demon with horns. Have a demon with horns. Have a bridge to go boom. Make them do the thing. King.
I'm just gonna go for a regular chill touch. I think on the demon blocking the doorway.
Cast chill touch at the demon in
What is
front
his
of you.
name?
You're
Fucking
talking
Billy?
about it as if it's. You're talking about it as if it's something you're ordering at a bar. My God.
Okay. What damage type is that?
Necrotic.
Okay. The necrotic damage strikes out at its chest, and you're used to it sinking in, and like the equivalent of watching someone's hand sink into clay is the equivalent of just like clinging into a person. It's only barely like touched in and pushed into its chest a little bit. Didn't seem to hurt it as much as you would have hoped.
Worth noting that still has trouble. It still won't be able to regenerate until
Yes,
start of my
correct. Kika.
turn.
I'm gonna keep it simple because there's a thing in the way, so I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast twice on the shadowy thing.
Pew, pew.
Pew pew.
Fire your laser.
Miss. Probably also a
Bonk.
miss as well.
Bonk.
Whiff.
Bing bing.
That's my turn. That's simple.
Shit.
What's up, Merwin?
Yep, it's the mood.
It's like, oh, hey, good job, everybody, for getting back into D&D today. Fuck!
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
We're in
whiff.
funnel. Runara's on fire. Everything's going great.
Yep.
Runara with her hair like fucking Captain Marvel, like, this is fine! Except, unlike Captain Marvel, she's actually burning.
At least this time it's
I'm
not
gonna
me
cast-
that's spontaneously combusting.
Yay!
Don't say
No one
that.
magic.
That's jinxing this.
Not combusting so far.
I'm going to change what I was about to do, because assuming they're resistant to fire damage. What else I can do? Oh, I know what I can do. I need to check the range on this.
He was just gonna be like, you know what? Fireball.
Dance fault, dance fault, dance
That's
fault.
fault. That's fault. That's just Narrowan marching. That's just Wittig marching through. Like, it's probably Narrowan as well, marching through the halls with a massive fucking Buster sword. Just Dale's fault. Dale's fault. Dale's fault.
I'm going to move to here.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. So it
Okay.
hit the imp on the right, and it will hit the Maw Demon.
You hit both of them. Okay. Click it for me there just to see what it rolls.
It's DC 15
Con save.
8 damage.
Okay, nice. Is that its only effect? Is that it will cause?
Yes, it's a cantrip, so it's no damage if saved.
Okay, so the imp succeeds, but the Maw Demon does not. So it'll
Okay,
take.
the Maw Demon takes an extra bit of damage. Because of my radiant consumption is up, it will take, once it's your turn, you do extra radiant damage, X equal to my level, so it will take 14 radiant damage.
Sorry, say again.
It will take 14, because once on each of my turns, if I've got radiant consumption up, it does an extra bit of damage.
To one person.
Yeah, to one target. So on that area, it'll be one target, so it's an extra 6 on top of that.
Oh, an extra 6. Thank you. I was like,
Yeah,
where
so
are you
yeah,
getting 16 from? What
no,
the?
14, I said 14 total.
Yeah, 14 total. I was like,
Uh,
where's that coming from? But no, it's
Then
all
I'll
good.
end my turn there.
Okay.
All 3 of them enemies will take 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh, and as a bonus action, I'll healing word myself.
Okay, you can do that. You go. Don't forget you're taking damage too. So you may as well just like say you healed for 5 instead, because you're taking 1 damage.
Yeah.
All good. All good. All good. Wittig.
I activate Great Sword. I've moved to Demon.
Demon.
I slap the demon.
You have advantage to slap demon because it is flanked.
You're welcome.
Twice.
Because you have multi-attack.
Attack.
So roll with
Fuck
advantage.
you,
for-
demon.
That's a hit,
True charge, great sword! Bang!
and that's a hit. For some reason, Posey, behind you, you just hear shink, 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 shink.
Ah. Oh wait.
Dun,
Wait.
dun,
Wait.
dun.
Wait. Fighting style.
Reroll ones.
I can
That's
reroll
not-
ones on attacks.
Not on
Oh,
attack
that's radiant.
rolls, not radiant.
That's not-
Yeah, that's
fine
not
radiant.
weapon damage.
Wait.
But let me check real quick. So, is that radiant damage from the greatsword? It is, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, is that all the damage you're doing?
Wait. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage dive.
Strictly it's a damage die for the weapon, so...
No.
No. There is a 1 for the damage die on my weapon. I have a 1 for my top one,
I want
And-
the...
and I have 2 on the second one.
Oh, you do actually, yes.
Oh, you have 2
So-
ones. Ah.
In
I
the
rolled
actual
so
a
damage
1
roll.
and a...
My mistake. I thought
3.
you were referring to the radiant damages dice rolls that you were looking
No,
at.
that
trying to
I
roll
didn't care
for.
about. The radiance is what it is.
Okay, so you have roll 3d6 then, just for the alternative to see.
Glory ain't dead.
Okay, so I'm taking away 4 damage off of that, so it's going to be. Alright,
Voice
this always
please.
gives me a headache. So that's 7 damage, and that's 4 damage. 7 and 4, 11. 11 damage.
Basically,
11
his
damage
original rolls plus
18.
4 slashing damage,
Um,
yeah.
18 slashing damage.
Yeah, basically his rerolls, just take 1 off of each of the rerolls and add that on to the original amount. That's the easiest way.
Oh, that's going to give me a headache.
This is why I just keep a calculator.
But yes, 18 slashing damage.
18 slashing damage, and then 5 radiant. Is that all you do?
Let's see, bonus action to activate the sword. Moving.
I will say you could smite.
I'm gonna save those.
Okay. So that's 18 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
And then 10 points of radiant damage as it is vulnerable to radiant.
Yay! Dance fault! Dance fault!
So, Posey, you just like see from behind this creature, you just see like almost like a torchlight, almost like emitting from behind it. As you just hear, as you can just see its wing nearly entirely fall off on one side as it looks back, actually shouting out in pain. As like it's half turned, you can just see that sword, the demon has to lean back as the sword cuts at the nose and into the shoulder. So a portion of the nose gets chopped off as the radiant energy slices in. As Wittig pulls back the greatsword again. Well, you didn't smite, so
I know.
just remember it's a demon, and you could have sunk extra radiant damage into it that it's vulnerable to. It'd be deed.
He wanted to save it. Nothing wrong
Fair.
with that.
There's a lot going on in here that we still need to kill.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
This
was
is
under
room,
higher-
this is room 1.
Use them! Go ahead! Use them all! What's
We're not fighting.
This isn't room 1, we're in the entranceway.
Shut up, you! You're burning alive in the corner.
That's me in the corner.
Loyalty! Low, it's your go, 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 go.
I'm gonna go with my instinct on this one. I'm going to use my Warlock spell slot to cast Hideous Laughter on the demon.
Ooh, interesting. Click it. Let me see what saving throw I have to roll. Let's see. Spell DC of 15, and it is a Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, he succeeds.
Um,
So he resists the effect.
right. And then as my bonus, I'm going to use a mantle.
Okay, we're using your mantle on.
I believe I am in range of King, Kika, and Posey.
Okay, so you're gonna use it on King, Posey, and Kika.
Yeah, and
Bear in mind, folks, if you already have it, it does not stack.
Wait, what's happening?
You're getting temporary
10
health.
HP.
Okay, cool,
Come on.
cool, good.
Temporary HP equal to 5.
Nice.
Right.
and also you have a little bit of extra movement.
You may use your reaction to move without provoking an attack of opportunity. The issue lies in that you are being body blocked in by a devil.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Could I get past them? But if no, that's fine.
He is. If you had an ally there and not him, you would. But he's blocking you deliberately.
Fair. I am not going to take 10 HP because I think it would get rid of my armor back.
They would not stack. So
Yeah, they don't stack.
you'd only take the new one if it was higher. But I think armor and that are the same, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same.
Yeah, they are.
But Kika and King, you both get 10 HP, and it's going to be the Imp's turn. It's Imp Day now. These Imps are going to bite the fuck out of you because you're a cheeky little thing, casting radiant damage on them. They don't like that. So they have advantage on the attack because they're flanking you. I was about to click on the fucking demon. I'm not trying to click on the demon.
Demon?
You see?
Demon!
That's a miss from 1. And what's your AC?
I thought you knew it. It's 18. It's 18. Don't kill me.
Okay, that one misses. It was more a case of I knew you were going to try and use your reaction earlier, and I knew both rolls weren't going to hit you anyway, so fuck you.
Well, it came back on my turn, so. And I'm going to use it on the more demon anyway. It looks
The
a lot
Mod
more
Demon.
dangerous.
Speaking of the Mod Demon, actually no, there's one imp next to Widdick who is going to assist in the flanking. It's going to make the conga line of flanking continue, and it's going to try and bite Widdick.
No.
Crits you! Fuck!
No!
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold on. Crit. I don't have anything to crit. Never mind.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Because it bit at you. So now I have to roll its poison damage, which is also doubled.
I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. Would a bite be
Being
It is
poisoned
poisoned
and poison
poison
damage?
damage are different.
Yep.
Okay. But I do have resistance to poison damage, so.
There you
You have resistance to poison damage anyway, which is excellent. So make your con save.
Oh, whoops. 11.
That is a success. So you take 11 points of poison damage.
Which would be then.
No,
you
that's
said-
already
11 is the halved.
That's it halved.
So I
Well,
succeed.
It'd be
Oh, no,
halved
sorry,
if
you
it's
have-
saved and
You have
halved again.
resistance
resist.
and you succeeded, so that would have gone down to 5. Sorry,
Okay.
5. My bad. I thought you had advantage on the check and not just on the. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, I meant con.
Fucking robots. I can't poison a robot. What bullshit is this?
It's almost like I don't have a fucking nervous system or a fucking vein system.
Oh sure, he wants to have a heart and soul.
Immune
when it's
to blood.
convenient to him.
Yeah.
The moment I want to poison the bastard, he's like, no, that doesn't work. It's
Okay,
in your head. So you take 5 and 7. 7 of it is piercing damage. So you take a total of 12 damage.
Sweet.
That's their turn. Mod Demon. Misses you. Shadow Demon. Just got stabbed in the back by a paladin. Definitely doesn't like that. So it's going to use its bonus action to move without provoking an attack of opportunity by turning into a form of shadow. And
Bitch.
it's going to come right in
That's
here.
good, that's good, that's good. That's less good.
Actually, it's going to move all the way right into here. So,
Can we
it's gonna
see it? Do that?
Yep, you literally see it come through, and you're very aware of it passing through, Posey. Because as it moves
Oh, I
through
didn't
you,
like it when you say it like that.
Yeah.
You take 7 points of force damage as it moves through you, pushing through you. And Lo, you take the same.
Ah, that's
how much,
annoying.
sorry?
Runara, you take 7 points of damage, and Loyalty, you take 3 points of
Wait, me?
damage.
Or-
Not you, sorry, I meant Posey.
Sorry.
Too many cute women, I'm being distracted.
Characters.
Posey takes...
My armor Aravagus goes off, but it does nothing.
It does nothing. Honey, you'll take 3 points of
slot.
force damage. And now, the
Question.
demon... Yes,
Question.
yes.
Would that trigger my hellish rebuke?
No, it is not an attack roll.
Yes,
Yes,
but
Kika.
it is a reaction in which I take in response to being damaged by a creature.
Hang on.
Also, does it trigger?
yeah, I
does it
was gonna
trigger
say, I
armor of
believe-
amethyst? Amethyst is what I was going to say, because that
Yeah.
triggers damage.
No,
as well.
that specifies melee attack.
Okay.
Hellish
Melee
rebuke
attack.
just says
Shoot a
that
creature.
damaged. I think creature that damaged you. Yeah.
You point reaction.
Yeah.
Damaged by a creature. No, that counts. So yeah, I'd say you can use your hellish rebuke on that. So
Yeah, armor of Aravagus specifies a melee attack.
Okay.
So roll your damage, and I will roll a dexterity saving throw.
And that, I believe,
It's also
is...
cast at the highest spell slot you can use as a warlock, so bear that in mind.
No, this
No, he's
is,
casting it as
this
his
is a
racial, not as a warlock,
thing,
not the same.
Oh, it's racial,
um,
which is second level.
So, spell is 3d10.
Okay. So he failed to save, but he is resistant to fire damage. So he will take 4 points of damage from that. And then he's going to lunge out of the shadows at the guy who threw a rock at him.
Why?
Oh, this guy has pride.
Demons.
He's heard in the
Oh,
word.
You may not have done
Some
real
man.
damage, but you did certainly do damage to its pride.
You
Demons.
heard words in the wind about a
Pride
certain,
comes before the
a
fall.
certain half-elf that threw stones and knocked people over.
Hey, Serenus, how much health do you have?
51.
Okay, well now you have 21.
Wow.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. You have 20. Because you just took 31 points of damage.
Ouch.
Psychic damage from that attack as it just reaches out its hand clawing at you, but you get your hands up ready to try and block. But it goes right through your hand and into your head before raking out the other side.
Ouch. I think that's it's the only word I can really use.
That's the
in that
correct response to that amount of damage, yeah.
Probably the only thing your brain can actually articulate as well. Ah. Serenus, how are you? Ah. Ozzy.
If I wanted to swap weapons back, can I just do it?
Yeah.
Like-
It costs. I usually say it costs like 5 food a moment if you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward and back anyway, but
Mm-hmm.
because it's now out of my melee range, which is where I wanted it to be anyway.
Some of you may die, and Serenus will be that fun.
I'm gonna shoot it with sharpshooter. Fuck it. I'll do the first
Who
one
are
with
you aiming
sharpshooter.
at?
See how it goes.
Who are you aiming at?
The demon.
The Maw Demon or the Shadow Demon?
Oh, the shadow demon, because it's in the
Thank
pit
you.
of friends.
The worst kind of mosh pit, a pit
Pit
of
of
friends.
Okay.
Welcome to the pit of friends.
I'm gonna not sharpshooter this next one.
Okay, fire away.
Much better.
That does hit.
You should have stopped it with it.
Yeah.
And you're using a magical crossbow, which means it does take damage.
Excellent. We love to hear it. I'm not gonna brand a Kachika in this.
But the cold damage does nothing.
Okay, that's fine. but it looks like it took some damage, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Something I can do. I'm gonna get out of the way of the door.
Get out of the way of the
be like,
paladin.
and just be like, we need to keep moving. And just be like, Renara, you good? And then that'll be my turn.
Renara is on fire, surrounded by imps and demon.
Just give a thumbs up. It's just
Sarah.
fire coming out the finger.
Well, I mean, that was an ouch.
Yeah, it was an
Let's go
ouch.
say.
Yeah.
Well, I clutch my quarterstaff and I do shillelagh.
I summon stick.
Now, I'm going to click shillelagh. I don't think I've ever used shillelagh, so if it's set up wrong, we will learn quickly. But I'm going to attack it with my staff. We're using shillelagh.
You roll to hit with your stick. Your stick misses.
Touch.
It's a
There's
melee.
Have I said it wrong?
Catch.
No, it's
Yeah.
done. It's done. Like,
It's all
strictly,
good.
strictly
It's
the
all
touch
good.
spell. Could you touch the weapon?
You have to touch a stick to make it.
The dice roll
Turn
is
into
the
a
same.
druidy
It's
style.
the
It's all
D20
good.
plus his spell attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a miss. You swing your quarterstaff towards it as it becomes like this more like vine and wrapped in just like ancient looking kind of Celtic design staff, and it just catches it in one hand.
Right. I'm going to do the Joe Star way of running away then.
You're gonna run out the door that it's blocking.
I'm just going to go.
Oh no, you're gonna go out that door. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Hold on, let me see how far can I.
There's there.
I'm going to just run that way and just dart behind the
Okay.
wall against the back of the wall. Just be like, I'm not going in there.
So
already.
what's your say it for me, Kitty? What is your
AC?
AC? Because you ran out of its
AC
range.
is 11.
Okay, you take 7 points of psychic on the way out. As you run away, its hand rakes out at your head and just tries to yank you back in, but it kind of just
But
goes
it's gone
into your
now.
head and ranks you out.
But the reaction's gone now.
Its reaction is gone now. You are correct. King.
If for standard chill touch,
Miss.
doesn't work.
So fire. So it missed. Sorry, it did miss. King.
And then I'll move here.
You go, ha. Bye. Okay, that leaves Kika next.
God, this funnel is so awful.
No, I will follow suit now. I will do two more blasts and then exit the room. That's better.
The ceilings in here are pretty high, though.
There we go. I've rolled both tonight.
There we go.
The
Someone
world,
can roll.
The world is back in balance. I've rolled both.
Whoo, Nelly! Oh, don't you know? It's still standing!
And I leave.
Okay. Kika, you move out with them. Alright. That is all good. That is all good. So, as you guys make your way out and you step out, you all hear a voice.
I was really concerned if I would ever have the chance of hunting you all down, but you decided to just walk right in here as I'm on another bit of work. You're making this too easy.
Know you?
And as that is said, you all begin seeing a funnel of cold starting right behind Kika.
Oh right, this happened earlier. We've made the same same mistake twice.
So,
the puddle's really bad.
the only person who isn't hit by it is Loyalty. So I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from everyone.
Oh good, a thing I'm good at.
Oh my god!
Oh, thank God. People who need to roll it are rolling it.
put that in the wrong channel. Enjoy that cake, because that was meant to go to everyone.
That's it's the wrong thing, but anyway, same diff.
Constitution saving throw. No, that's correct.
No, that's the right thing. Yep, sorry. That's double guessing myself. Never mind. Don't me.
So then, let's just move them right where they appear.
Ah! Tononi!
Well, we found what we were looking for.
Or it
Garrett's
sounds-
fault intensifies.
Okay. So, who rolled below a 12?
Posey.
Oh, I did not.
That is just Posey. Okay, Posey. Well, I think we'll just tell everyone else first. Everyone else, you take 19 points of cold damage.
I'm sorry, what?
19.
Not 90.
I need to
Right.
sub 5 from that.
1, 9.
Cool.
Posey, take 38.
Well, have fun, guys.
You are cold?
I'm out.
No, I'm still up. Oh shit, you're down?
You're down!
Yes! Because I was taking on a goddamn army outside!
You were taking on one
Not
imp.
wrong.
Are you
Could you
forgetting
repeat
the
the damage
ogres
I-
and the
yeah,
bandits
second.
he was fighting outside?
Oh, out there, okay.
Yes!
Repeat the damage I cut out for a sec.
You take
19.
19 points.
Okay.
And, well, that's his initiative added to the table, so...
Fuck.
Good news, it will be going at the end of the next turn. But Renara, it's your turn.
Can I push
Oh,
my
thank God it's
enemy
the cleric's turn.
past the enemies? Like,
Yes. You will take one attack of opportunity from the imp that you're moving out of the range of.
We'll do that first.
So I'm going to attempt to bite you. Natural 1.
And then I'll do that.
Mod
40,
demon time.
I use my resistance, my reaction to give a disadvantage.
Okay. Roll to 12.
One.
And now the last imp.
I've not moved out of the way for the last imp. I'm still in its attack range.
Ah, fair point, you are.
Now I think every enemy is within 30 foot of me.
Give or take walls is the
Well-
question here.
It's, what, 15 to there, and then 15 to the demon. It just has to be within 30 foot of me, it says.
Okay.
Don't have to see it or anything like that.
What spell are you attempting to cast?
I'm going to do my Child Divinity.
Okay. I
Yes,
do believe you do
read
have to see creatures for it, though.
No. For Radiance of the Dawn. As an action, you present your holy symbol in magical blah, 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 blah. Each hostile creature within 30 foot. Doesn't say I have to see it. Just if they're within 30 foot of me and they're hostile.
Fair point.
Fair.
So everyone
so-
has to make.
I'm just going to just do this real quick because it was on
Con
2 health.
That last sentence might apply to him, I'm afraid.
Oh, total cover.
It's my
Oh,
it's
is
my
it?
turn to be that guy.
I didn't read that bit. That's fair.
So that one is not dead.
So probably not him, but everyone else.
Roll 2d10.
So
and
it's
I can
con
tell you
saves.
that. Okay, so roll that out, and I'll make saves for everyone.
2d2.
Okay, he succeeds.
I forgot how to do D&D.
I'm just going to see what your roll first before I make the imps roll, because they could very well not need to roll.
Plus my level. Ugh.
The Oni is fine, actually.
The only will take an extra 6 through my radiant
Well, all
consumption.
of them take an extra. Well,
No, just one
Right,
target
target.
takes an extra.
grab them.
Okay, so just give me a second there, because the Mod Demon succeeded, so the Mod Demon will take, whew, thank God, the Mod Demon will take 7 points of damage. The Imps failed, so that one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. Shadow Demon is entirely protected from you. And you said the Oni was going to take an additional what?
The only takes an additional 6,
Okay, just give me a second.
which
there.
isn't resisted through the saves. If he makes a save, he takes half the 15 plus 6.
So 21. Okay.
That's my
Thank you.
action. It's a big question. That's my action, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's an action. With my bonus
The Oni thinks it's confident. The cleric turns around.
My bonus action, I will cast
Okay,
a second
you
level.
are a cleric.
Second level healing words. I know.
God.
I'll cast a
This is
second
like
level
Buckley
healing
and You
word
Can Fly. You can heal.
on myself. on Wittick.
I don't care. That's fine. We're good. But,
I don't care,
Yeah.
it doesn't even matter.
You get 9 of the heals. And then because I don't want to
you
damage
heal for
Posey,
9.
I will move back here.
Okay.
The Maw Demon takes 3 damage. 3 radiant damage.
That is fine. The Maw Demon is somehow still standing.
Thank you for not giving me that damage, Kay.
Would that have been it? Oh, I should have really had mass healing word, but oh no, I'm not going to prepared.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all of you. Wittick,
I stand up.
half of your movement.
Good morning!
Half of your movement, like you spend, like really for you, it should take 5 feet to get up, but getting the sword up takes another 10 worth of movement to get that thing up on your shoulder.
Yeah, just. And the second level cure wounds on myself.
Okay. Roll that boy out.
Level at level 2. Please. Nope.
Ignoring the radiant additional, you
Please.
have 14. 14 healing.
14. Okay.
That's nice. That's not bad.
Yeah. Then as a bonus action, bonus action, I shall do a. Nope. Oh. Never mind. No bonus action.
Okay. If you want to move, you can.
Yay.
You all good?
Now we are. And
you can only get to here.
Half your movement.
Oh yeah,
Get up.
15. My bad.
You're all good. You're all good.
Forgot.
Thank you for pinging your 15 mark anyway, so I can go, nope, back there. Low. Geo, go.
Right, I have a weird request.
Yes.
I believe that for my warlock level, I have 2 Eldritch Blast.
Based on the level you
Player
have, you can cast
Yeah.
the based on your player level, you can use the spell Eldritch Blast, and you can throw 2 blasts with it. Correct.
Yes, I was going to ask if I could use the first blast and then hold the second blast.
You want to
move.
fire one and then move and fire at something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see that as being an issue, so go ahead.
I just wanted to triple check anyway.
It says in the spell
Okay.
description you can fire the beams at different targets.
Okay, that's fair. I missed that bit. Okay, so I will shoot 1 Eldritch Blast at
Dimon.
this demon.
Will be disadvantaged because of close range.
Yeah, you are in melee with him, and ergo you will have to roll at disadvantage. Roll your damage.
It didn't matter.
Roll the disadvantage, he says.
Loyalty shaking his head. Roll at disadvantage. And he just puts his hand to the guy's chest with poof! And it's like a dull thud. And he takes away his hand. There's just a hole in the guy's chest as he crumples away.
Disadvantage this, you filthy casual.
That's nothing in comparison to what I was planning on doing, but there we go. To read the spell description, but there we go.
Alright.
So then I am going to move to here shoot the second Eldritch Blast at the Oni.
Firing at the Oni.
Which will
Coming in like
be
Mando, just
normal.
God, I fucking love Mando.
Come on.
Now I'm picturing
Come
Low,
on.
just like with the Mando helmet, just horns. Ooh, that is a hit. That will hit an Oni. And that is 14 points of force damage. Fuck.
And then for my bonus action, Lo, as the gentleman that he is, will bow and cast Healing Word on Posey.
Yeah, healing word you can cast. So cast away. Funnily enough, he's probably doing a similar pose to what he's doing in his portrait.
Indeed.
The Maw Demon is desperately going to try and bite you, Renara. And it misses. So
So
bite.
reactions come back at the start of your turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So bite, so
So I've got
miss,
it.
so bite, so miss. Went on for
Back
several
in double
hours.
digits, thanks, Lo.
Okay, he
Anything
missed.
for Moonbeam.
He's gonna die. I'm not even gonna pretend he's gonna die. Posey.
Well, that made my life a little easier. I'm gonna move to here.
My
So I
mighty
don't-
sharpshooter without the feet.
Have a pack of people in the way of the shot.
How dare they?
And I'm gonna sharpshooter 2 shots.
Okay.
Gold doesn't do anything, but it's there nonetheless. That's a 9.
Miss.
That's an
And
11.
Oof.
It's a bonus action to drink a potion, isn't it?
Yes. Bonus action to drink one, action to apply one.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna drink the health potion.
The health potion.
The health potion.
Health potion star.
The health potion.
Ah.
That involves
It's
a
the
dice
only one I
roll.
have. I don't know how much it heals,
I believe
normal
it's a normal healing potion, but you
2d4
must
plus
roll.
which is how much?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2 and a d100 for something else.
2d4 plus 2. I've forgotten how to do Roll20 commands. That's how long it's been since I've played
Yeah.
this. 8.
You heal for 8, and now roll on.
I really
roll
hope this doesn't fuck us. 1d100.
1d100.
64. I think I know what this does, actually.
it banishes demons.
Let's see.
Hey! A good thing is I've made a radius around myself,
Oh.
so if I explode,
I thought
it's
this was going to
okay.
do something
I
else, but it
don't
doesn't.
think it's the exploding one.
No,
It's
I
not,
think I
no.
know which one this is, actually.
Just a moment, give me a sec.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Shh, it's fine.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
No, this is Frog having a mini panic attack.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Because I'm smiling,
At least
she's scared.
She's still
I'm
going to be a
not-
drinking age somewhere.
Okay, so, Posey,
Mhm.
20 foot all around you immediately becomes obscured by fog as you cast the fog
Shit.
cloud centered on you.
That's one of the worst ones I could have got. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry. My brain just went.
Please help me with your powers combined. One person go 20 foot one way, one goes 20 the other.
You want it to be diagonal, right? Because you got to draw like
Yeah.
from corner to
Yeah.
corner.
That's bad. I have made a terrible mistake.
All this area becomes encompassed by fog.
Shit.
People
For
attempting
how
to roll
long?
for the entire duration of a normal fog cloud, which can be up to an hour.
To an hour.
It is too far that way. It's only 20 feet that way. So it wouldn't obscure the Oni. There we go.
Oh, it is too big.
The moon's gone behind the cloud, folks.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
better.
yeah, that's better.
There we go.
I've
Oh, thank God.
obscured our escape.
Whittick was like, nah, yeah, nah, yeah.
I'm just there going, yay!
You
Now
can
he can't
see
hit
it.
me.
You're literally your beak's poking out like, yay!
Can't see me.
Serenus, it's your turn. You can see fuck all. The area you're currently in is considered heavily obscured. You have disadvantage on attack rolls while within it. Simultaneously, things have disadvantage to attack you.
I'm just move over here a little bit.
Okay. You ain't doing well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just take a moment over here. I think have I got anything? Not really.
Excuse me while I walk over here and have a moment.
Yeah, I'm just
Can you
gonna.
excuse me for a moment?
I've created a good screaming space.
I'm just gonna walk over here and just kind of like just stay away from things that are gonna hurt me. Take deep breaths and just hope I live.
I want to live. Someone let me live.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit them from this distance. So with the fog and stuff, I think it's just too low of a thing. I could try, but nah.
You can try. It's up to you.
Nah, I'd rather just.
You're just gonna cut
hold
in the corner.
Alright, I vaguely knew where the Oni was and the wall was in relation to me before this fog popped up. I'll probably go over here where I can...
You're there and you're just on the outskirts of it now, so you step out of it.
It's in melee range, so bizarrely enough, I'm going to pull out my dagger and stab it.
Okay, you're going to attempt to stab it, so go ahead and do so. That is a miss.
Yeah, well, that's what my spell did anyway, so there you go.
Okay. At the end of your turn...
I'll be right back. I need to go take care of something.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries. So, at the end of his turn... sorry, at the end of King's turn, it is now the Oni's turn. The Oni begins to fade away, and as they do, they extend out their hand, and just this pinkish smoke begins to emanate out as it just like begins smirking as it steps away. And let's see.
Well, enough. Too many smoke grenades in this corridor.
So, yep. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good.
Does it have to be a point in range that it can see? It can't see that
It
point.
is choosing a location. Doesn't have to be a point it can see. It's just choosing a location. Okay, just a moment. All right, what's everyone's health pools right now?
Oh, slap.
Numbers.
Numbers, kids. Numbers.
Very low.
Numbers.
28. Would it be if we put it in chat so you can physically see them so you can calculate?
Yes. I'm very aware of the fact that Widdick, King, and just Widdick and King cannot be magically put to sleep. However,
Neither can I.
Are you a half elf or are you a full elf?
I am half elf, if I'm correctly. I think we went over this. That hold on.
Do you have the Fey ancestry trait?
Yes.
There you go then.
Yeah, Fey ancestry. You have advantages. Saving throws, being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Okay, so Posey goes nap nap as the Oni disappears.
Wait, Posey's an Eladrin, which is a type of elf.
Yeah.
For reasons that are law, I can magically be put to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a you thing.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes, Posey falls asleep.
I mean, we've seen Posey sleep. Why would you think? Anyway.
It's true.
Because she's an elf.
And just me too. That stings.
You're all such a bothersome lot. I think I'll go dispose of my actual target. Get out of my way.
For those that are in melee with it, for those in melee with, did he walk away or did he teleport? Because I'm sure
You
if he
have
walked-
no idea.
No, that's what I'm saying for people in melee.
Because
Wittick's not here, and I'm sure he would attack of opportunity if he walked away.
He disappeared.
That's what I'm asking. Okay. Just don't want Wittick to lose his attack of opportunity. He's not here. Okay.
So, Kika, it's your turn.
Okay, a lot of things have changed. So every time I tried to think of what I was going to do, what I was going to do changed. So I am...
Posey got put to sleep, Wittick. And it disappeared.
I am going to use... not that one, the other one. My invocation to freely cast Detect Magic, because that's probably going to give me a bit more visibility than I've currently got.
Actually, a fair point. I'm just going to do this real quick.
It's like a...
Oops, sorry. Is that a hide area? Let's reveal.
You hit.
Bop. 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 Bop.
Classic me move there, Das.
Yeah. So you
will
cast Detect
take
Magic.
this.
You have the effect of the fog cloud surrounding Posey, which, even though she has fallen asleep, is still up because it was cast on her because of wild magic, because that's fun. But you do
What's
see...
the word now? She's asleep.
I'm just going to point over here. That's where you see it.
I can't see where, I can't see any mark that you're making.
You're
Ooh, my bad.
Oh, okay.
You can see it there, with an illusion magic effect upon it.
Okay. Let me check something. Action. Okay.
Some things never change. They stay the same.
Wittick, it's right there. And she just arm is just like, Wittick, right there.
You just point directly at it as best you can.
Yep.
Okay. Runara,
And
your
just
turn.
gonna ever so slightly remain hidden.
It's there! Bite!
Just gonna press against the wall ever so slightly and hide in the fog.
More
Okay.
demons still up, or is he dead?
The Maw Demon is still up, but if you stay next to him by the end of your turn, he's gonna go.
I don't want to stay next to him, that's the problem.
No, stay next
I
to him. Go
will
on.
Sacred Flame him.
Alright, that is a
Dex save.
dexterity save from the Maw Demon.
It takes 22 damage.
Yes, real quick, just to be sure. To light a lantern, that would be an action, right? Just kidding. I'm just wondering, you know.
Dude!
read the item. It probably says it in there.
Does it say it requires an action to activate the lantern?
I mean, it says while lit.
It's an action to use a magic item, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
By all accounts, I
Use
would
a
say
magic
it would
item,
take
yeah.
Yeah.
an action
Use magic
to
item.
do that.
Action.
You cheeky little...
Hey, I got to be the buzzkill this time.
It is an action to use it, Mr. Palalala Ding Dong.
Epic.
I'll use my bonus action to stop my radiant consumption so the light
Okay.
goes down.
Light go. Bop.
Oh, you stopped being a fog light.
A human torch.
I'll move 5 foot to here out of the cloud and see what else I can see before I move the rest of my move.
You see bodies strewn up this way.
I'll move 20 foot to there.
Okay.
Just like following hand over hand on the wall, like. Okay, this is a solid surface.
You see a mostly empty storeroom, basically.
Mostly empty.
Well, yeah, there's store stuffed in here.
Okay, that's my turn. I ended there.
Alright.
And I'm going to be right back very quickly.
Wittick.
Okay, time to be Link from Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're just
Oh,
gonna
but I don't
run
have
up,
a shield.
are you gonna run
alright,
to the
anyway.
vague area that you've been pointed at?
I will run forward.
And he'll go.
I'm flashing back to that one clip of Nightmares. Go to your left. Left. You're on
Running
the left.
forward, do I bump into anything?
Not yet.
Okay. What if I go here?
Not yet.
Fuck!
As you make that way, you go bump against something. Trying to enter that space, you go bump.
There we go.
Hello, demon! Ah!
Don't do it.
Actually, before I do
Don't you
that,
do it.
before I
don't
do
do
that,
Hi.
Do it. Do it. Also, roll these one at a time, because if you do hit it, I have to make checks.
oh, yeah. More hit. Well, actually,
Disadvantage, because it is invisible.
It's true.
It's true.
Great sword. No.
Miss.
I've actually found demon.
No.
Your first one strikes down and just hits the ground. Your second one swings and you can you just try to go for a bisection and you can just hear it strike against a form of metal and get lifted up and strikes against the ground on the other side of the corridor from you.
Great thought.
Is that all you do? Bonus action? Every time you two meme each other, I'm going to give it 5 more health.
Okay, fine's good. I go.
It's going to get another damage dice added onto everything.
Oh dear.
Plight Princess compilation, but it's just me and Kay laughing at something that we haven't said in the rest of the game.
We haven't
It's like
laughed
that,
as much as
it's
the
like
earlier
that
one,
Critical
though.
Role
Oh,
member
wow.
has
that's
said,
in there.
except it's just what Curls and Kay have not said, and it's just...
I really wish I could make you all laugh with the earlier one, but only one person here will understand.
Nope. Okay.
Sue.
Nothing I can do.
Okay, that's all you do, sir.
Yeah.
Lo! You're in a fog cloud. Last time you were in something this foggy was from a hookah pipe.
Oh.
I have a thought, but it depends on the fog.
Well, currently you are heavily obscured by fog.
So in other words, I can't see a thing, and I haven't seen.
With
what
all
it
due
is.
respect, at present you can see shit.
Right.
We
Why don't we
found
just
shit!
switch the fog somewhere else?
Does someone
blow.
have a gust cantrip?
Just blow real hard.
No! And your bird's hiding in the fog, so she ain't cussing shit.
It's free cover.
It's free.
It's free cover.
It's free partial cover.
It's free real estate for cover.
What's up, honey?
Right. I have a weird idea.
You have a weird idea.
This campaign runs on fit weird ideas.
I mean, look at half the party.
Loyalty is a weird idea.
Certainly a weird deer.
Team the wolf.
I
I'm gonna smack you, Blue.
I am going to cast a Dissonant Whispers. No, yes.
You have to target something.
It's not specifically a target.
Yeah, I think Dissonant Whispers, it just has to be able to hear. Yeah, you can hear, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a Dissonant Whispers in this direction. I'm not saying a specific thing, but it is
While you're
within
still in the
60
fog,
feet.
and you're gonna say like over here. I'm gonna hit the Oni if I can.
Well, it's 60 foot of like. So if the creature's within 60 foot and it can hear,
Okay, so we will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, because
And it succeeds. So roll your 3d6 anyway, because it takes psychic damage. Just takes half of it. So it takes 6. That's not bad.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use a... Let me think about this. Sorry, I'm wasting everybody's time.
You're fine.
Alright.
You're good.
You can take the time that my turn would have taken.
None of us know that Post is asleep, do we? The fog
Nope.
came first, right?
Nope.
Yeah. She take a nap. Posey was like, hey, this is a great idea.
I'm gonna get a long rest out of this.
Like,
You're gonna
get
get a short rest at least.
Short rest, actually. Yeah, because it's an hour.
Oh shit, my Crimson Right runs out after a short
I'm
rest.
presuming I can't actually see anyone.
Currently you cannot because you are
So-
fogged.
So
Sometimes it just takes one turn of D&D to make a real mess of things.
Yeah, Posey.
The damage I can do to a combat in a single turn, astounding.
That's why you are asleep.
They were like, you've done enough.
You go sleep now. Bad, go to bed.
I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm going to pass my turn because technically nobody can see me, so
Nope.
Currently no one can.
the thing is, Dissonant Whispers worked, so
Mm.
Yeah, so you know what's still in that area. Okay, there's that. Posey! Turnus!
I'm sleeping, carry on.
Is asleep.
This is like me
Right.
in social interactions in real life. I'm not there, I'm asleep. Don't contact me.
Right.
oh, mood.
I'm going to attempt Dispel Magic on the fog to see if that will get rid of it.
Okay. Fog Cloud is a 2nd level spell if I'm correct, so you'll need to roll...
I would apologise in
You
advance.
won't need to roll.
No, actually you won't. Dispel Magic is the same level, so it
Oh
cancels
god,
it out.
low.
Spells first, but yeah.
So I just,
Oh,
I
is it?
just,
Sorry,
should I
spells
just try and
third,
cast
sorry.
it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you
well,
won't need
yeah.
to cast it. Well, you will cast it, but it will just automatically succeed.
Yeah.
3rd level.
You only need to roll if it's full for high.
I apologise in advance for the harsh attack I'm about to give our healer.
Oh no.
Where's the healer? What one? We don't have one.
We have a
You-
healer.
You guys have a healer?
Sarah, you wave out your hand, and like all at once, the fog cloud kind of just dissipates into yourself, almost like you're just like trying to take in one massive breath and just dissipating it out. It fades away. As you look around, Posey is on the ground, unconscious.
I'm going to then walk over to Pose and see if I can try wake them up.
Use your action to attempt to do so. You can't because you use your action to
Yeah.
dispel the magic. So you're like, you okay, buddy? She's breathing.
That's a good sign.
That's worth the check.
Posey,
And then, yeah,
sweet looking
then
little
my-
Disney princess.
And then I'll just end my turn then.
Okay. King.
Alrighty, so Widdick seems to know where this guy is, even if I don't. So
It seems like he's contesting something. Something is putting up force against him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Help!
That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll try and move. I'll move there if possible.
Sorry, show that to me again where you're moving.
Here.
Okay. You'll have to get up and make your way across, and
Okay, I misunderstood what that thing was.
No, you're able to do it. It's okay. It's only like, a 2 setup. But when you walk to here, you will take an attack of opportunity. Which hits. You will take 15 points of slashing damage, as you just feel a blade sink into your side as you pass.
Alright, because I've felt that, I'll just alter my course slightly and take a step back. Away from where the attack is, which would give me a pretty good idea where it is to line up and shoot a shot.
Correct. You will still roll at disadvantage if it is an attack roll because it is invisible.
There was a disadvantage anyway, but I don't imagine that 10 hits.
No.
It does not, unfortunately.
10, 10, 10. That's 3 10s I've rolled.
Oof.
With the pluses, so very low rolls. Anyway, that's it for my turn.
Yikes.
I apologize, I was fighting my desk.
Did you win?
Big
I
mood.
was about to say that.
I am not winning. I will need super glue for this bitch.
Oof.
Question.
Answer.
Yes.
Does she reappear after his attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Okay.
So it's greater invisibility, not regular.
Mm-hmm. He
Ali,
does not, as the French say,
pretty sure
fuck
it's a,
around.
as we established by me trying to counterspell it several times, it's an innate ability, not a magic ability.
Well, it can be both. Innate, not a spell. It's still magical.
Yeah, it just means I can't counter
Yeah.
it.
Very interesting that I can't find this monster. Ah, hang on. I think I know why.
Oh, good.
Okay. So. You can just see very briefly the Oni reappears where it was. As it is focusing on something else. It points. It has already pointed. It has finished a spell. It was now focusing on this. So no counter spell.
Okay. I
It
figured that's what
literally
you were about to say.
drops it as its final point. And right about here, you just hear it speak out this guttural word.
Goes one tight.
As you can just see a ripple of reality rip open as it summons something to keep you up.
Yeah, I really did think you said Bulgura. But I was like,
It steps this way. You will get an attack of
Travis
opportunity
Willingham
with
has
it,
trained me.
as it kicks down a door and slides into a room.
Do that attack of opportunity thing.
There's a door there?
Yes.
I'm picturing it just kicking the door like Apex style on glide.
And I
like,
probably also see
sliding
through that door.
If it's been kicked down, there's no door left.
Yeah. Door go bye bye. Winnick, if you want to make an attack of opportunity, you may. This would be with straight roll.
Well. Okay. 22.
That hits. That definitely hits.
So. 13.
13 points. You would still have your radiant damage.
Would I?
Your radiant damage lasts for a minute.
But I got knocked down.
Oh,
Up again.
the weapon keeps it. You weren't concentrating on it.
Nothing's gonna keep you down.
Fair point that you removed it, but if you had cast, for example, Divine Favor, that would have dropped. But this is innate to the weapon.
Right. Okay.
Non-concentration. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So E6 radiant damage. Woohoo! 12. I guess.
Mickey.
Nice.
Or
So that was
or you could be
19.
an asshole and be like, oh no, I like radiant damage. It's fine. Oh!
It's not vulnerable to radiant damage.
Okay. Damn.
But you do sink it in. The Shadow
Giant
Demon
one.
is very uniquely vulnerable
Yeah.
to radiant damage.
Yeah, it's a giant, not a demon.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah. It is.
I remember. It's all in here.
Yeah.
the
They're
trauma.
ogres.
I will call him
they're
a dickhead and fucking giant.
strictly their giant kin, yeah.
Okay, and it will take basically as it's stepping back, you give it a middle finger. The Balgora pulls itself through. As the Oni just about to turn into the corner, just points at you, Widdick. The Balgora
Yeah, if it's...
cannot go.
Oh, okay.
Well, hang on. Let me just make sure I'm making 100% if it goes on this initiative or will go next turn. I'm going to see.
It has summon sickness. I can't go with that.
I mean, that always happened to 0. But this might be a bit different than a regular
This is-
summon.
Yeah.
This is summon.
This is Summon Greater Demon.
Greater, sorry.
So I have to roll its initiative because it will then go on. We'll go on initiative 12. Sure. So Kika.
Ah.
Can I see where it's gone through that door?
You see that it entered into this space here, and it's just like kind
Oh,
of.
okay, that's quite an angle. Sorry, I thought it was a bit higher up. Never mind.
No. It seems like it's moved itself in a little bit.
Also, how is that man fitting into that tiny door?
There's not much door left.
Magic.
Also, you've seen trolls squeeze through shit in things like Vermintide. They just fucking crouch in and it's fucking horsing.
I can't bring my giant metal
Take the
wolf
door
in here,
frame.
but you can get a giant through that door. What the fuck?
We care about property damage, Narrowin.
Yeah.
And time.
Kika.
Okay, I don't like that. That's just appeared. Not at all.
If.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
Okay, so Kika is gonna give her wings a flap, and there's the little sparkle glitter of her magic happening, and she actually grabs one of these bits of glitter, which starts to grow, and she shoots it out as she uses her Ring of Stars to cast some ball lightning.
Oh.
I'm just going to create one sphere, which I'm going to send at the big guy.
Go ahead.
And he's going to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. And if he fails, he takes 4... Oh, no, never mind.
Does it take half damage?
On a failed save, takes a number... I think he just doesn't take it because it doesn't say half damage on failed, which is a shame. But it's there, so it's a permanent thing, I believe.
The ball?
Yeah, it just stays there. It's not a one-time.
So what does it do if it's just standing there then, if it's floating there?
It deals damage, is what it does. It sheds light in a 30-foot radius. It remains up as if like it was a concentration spell. And
You
and then
have the spell.
Yeah, I was gonna
Do
say,
you
can
have
you...
the spell on your
I don't have
character
it's not I don't
sheet?
have a
You can
spell,
put
it's a
it in
magic
the
item.
chat.
I don't have it's not a spell, it's a magic item. So I don't have anything to click. Anything that comes within 5 feet of the sphere causes it to discharge lightning. So it's like, yeah, I don't have a spell. It's no good looking at my spell list, ass.
Let me in!
I just said I don't have the spell.
What spell is it?
Here I go.
Oh.
Oh,
spell.
lightning.
I cast orb and the orb is there. And
Oh, it's off of the ring.
yeah, I said it
Okay,
was from
so-
the ring.
Ring of Stars.
Yeah.
Is no one listening?
Whoops.
Please.
Stacey got to
I
it before I did. I
understand.
was about to copy that in. It's basically flaming sphere.
Yeah.
It's like a flaming,
Flaming sphere, but lightning.
I don't
Sphere
have a
makes
spell.
Range spell attack.
It's a saving throw and
I
it's
just
just
love
in the
it.
air now. It's just there.
I just
Now the
love the
ball
fact
type.
that Lo just got his spectacles
You
on.
could
and just
use your
said
bonus
that.
action to move it if you so chose.
I moved it to it.
Ah, sorry. I thought that it
I
was
moved it
thrown
to-
out as part of its action. That's all good. Okay, so,
So it's there.
alright, and as it goes, it would say if it's on a failed success, it takes half damage or so on.
There we go. There we go. That's better.
So,
Oh, and also she can detonate it if she wants.
Yeah.
So that's a thing for a later date.
she could do if she so chose. Okay,
You
that's
might
your
be
turn, Kika.
confusing the lightning with the shooting star.
Yeah.
Shooting star is its own thing.
Shooting star goes.
Yeah.
Renara.
Yo. The room that I don't know that only's in there. I was going to see if there was any other routes around. Is there any doors in that
Doesn't
side?
look it.
Okay. So these are all solid walls. Yeah.
Correct, yes.
Okay. In that way, I'm gonna look at here, 20 foot. Use my action to try and shake Posey awake. What? Is he obviously asleep or is he unconscious? Does she look damaged? 'Cause I don't.
Well,
know
she
if
does
she's
look
asleep,
damaged, but she's on the ground. Like she's not like.
But like she's snoring. She's not like.
There's a gentle snore as you come closer.
Give her a little kick in the side.
You wake her up.
I'm up. Where's the Oni?
No idea.
That way.
But there's that. I point towards the Bulgara.
I just gotta look at. Ah.
That
And
was
I'll-
helpful.
I'll be like, sorry, and I'll step over
Sorry,
Posey
sorry.
to there. As a bonus action,
Oh, sorry, bonus action.
I will cast. I don't really want to cast a spell. Hold on 1 second. My character sheet close. Yeah, Posey gets a first level healing one.
Cool.
Why not?
Me?
You.
Yeah, 7 heals.
Me? 7 whole heals?
I mean,
for
I
me?
can take it
For
back.
one?
I'll take it if you
No,
want.
I'll take
No,
it. Hell
I
yeah.
will heal myself for 7. No,
You piece of shit.
take it, shots.
Okay. Widdick.
As a bonus action, I'm going to abjure enemy. Or even a vow of enemy. Sorry.
Go back in.
Vow of Enmity to give yourself advantage on any attacks against the Balgora.
Yep. And then I shall
You
move
take.
to...
You step up the 2-foot step. Hi, big guy. I'm our big guy.
Yeah. And great
You have
sword.
advantage.
Fuck. 16.
That hits just.
Oh god. Okay. So now 14 there. Does he seem more hurt by the radiant?
I mean, he's hurt by radiant damage, just like most creatures are, but
Okay.
doesn't seem to have any additional adverse effect.
Good to know. And another greatsword.
And that's another hit.
You know what? Fuck.
You know what? Thick.
Hit. Let's see.
You doing something else?
Yeah.
Ooh, and a Divine Smite's going into it.
Yes.
So that is 2d8 and then an additional one because you're hitting a second level spell slot?
No. The radiance was by accident.
Oh,
Because
so we'll
it's-
ignore that radiant. So
Yeah, it's just
roll
11
an
plus.
additional d8 then. Because you are hitting a demon with the Divine Smite.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You get an additional d8 against undead and demons when you Divine Smite them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Undead.
All demons and devils by default usually count as. It's only the rare
Fiend.
exception. So let me just check real quick. So that is 5 to 16 plus. Sorry, that's 14, 19, 30, 42, 45.
Fuck off, you foul bastard!
$45. Damn, son. Wittick just begins swinging his arms up, and the Balgora tries to block the first strike, and the Balgora does raise up, and it's got like this kind of like braceleted kind of effects on both sides to block the strike. The strike breaks through them and sinks into both arms before he yanks it out and just stabs into its gut and pulls back out. And the Balgora is definitely hurt, but still standing.
You're not Elton John. Fuck off.
Loyalty. Speaking of Elton John.
What? Okay.
You
he's
picked your
still
loyalty
standing.
wearing half the shit that he's wearing, let's be real. Anyway, my love, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna poo poo. Pew pew.
Yeah, don't do the first one.
I'm sorry. Moving on, please.
Roll your attack, Sonny. Aha, bad man go brar. Roll your Eldritch Blast. That's a hit. Just, super just. 5 points of force damage.
Again.
And that's a hit too. The Balgora does not like you. Is that all you do on your turn? Is that all you do? La 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 la. I just broke my pen. Fuck.
Do I want to risk this?
What are you risking? Tell us what you risk.
No, I think I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Balgora's turn. It was commanded to attack Wittick, so it's going to attempt to make 3 attacks against Wittick.
I'll use my reaction disadvantage on his first strike.
But you can now do that to something that's attacking an ally.
Yeah, if the enemy is within 30 foot of me.
First attack is going to be a bite attack. So I have to roll twice.
Well, that hits.
21 then hit. The 21 will then hit you, and we'll go with the 8 damage. I try not to flog you things, so just give us a sec. And then 2 fist attempts. First one is a 26.
Yep, it hits.
And second one is a 23.
Yeah,
So you'll
that
take
hits.
8. You take a total, including that 8 you took from the piercing bite attack, you will take a total of 18 damage.
Okay.
That is all it's got. Its turn is done. Just roars in your face. Fozy, you're on your butt.
I sure am. That was embarrassing. Get up. I can move to here if I go round.
Correct, you can.
Just kind of nod to Ceratus as I go past. Just like look around to everyone like, where's the Oni?
That way.
I'll point at the basically behind me.
Okay, and I will
Kind of
take.
busy now, though. Points at the Agura.
Oh god, this session's made some decisions for me about future how I'm going to spec this character going forward. I am going to shoot the Bulgara. I'm going to sharpshooter.
Okay, take a shot.
That's gone well for me so far.
Nope.
Nope. Finally!
Well, it's dead.
Yay!
Because I know you have a plus 10 to it from sharpshooter.
Oh
Have
god.
fun!
Oh my god!
It
what
had
is
9
that?
health.
What are
It had
those
9 health.
numbers?
Fucking dead.
What is that damage number?
Ozzy's a little, like, disgusting.
As the feed fails, a fate hope blossoms.
I'm listening to Darkest Dungeon music as well. I can't move his bonus action yet.
What a pity.
So,
Still got some movement left.
that... Do
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Half movement getting up 30 feet.
15 to get up. Move 10. Oh,
There you
yeah.
go,
I forgot that.
Oh, I guess I can move diagonally, huh? I mean, either way, can I move the 5 foot forward?
You got 5 foot forward.
'Cause I will.
Congratulations.
There you go. I'll just be like, we need to get to the Oni before it does something terrible.
Like summon another fiend.
Forward mobility! Forward mobility!
Yep.
Let's move, people! Let's move!
Sharonish, it is your
That's
turn.
me.
Right. Not much I can really do, gonna be honest. Do I see any enemies? Can I notice any?
At present, you see no enemies.
But
I will say, with your high perception, you do hear footsteps coming from this way.
I'm gonna move to the corner and peek down the hallway of that. So I'm just gonna move to here and then just kind of peek behind the corner to see if I notice anything.
Okay. As you peek around the corner, you begin just seeing like sounds of commotion and shouting as you see 3 orcs turning the corner, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. And seem to be just pale-faced in what they're seeing of just the gore that's all around them.
Remember, because it's been a while, orcs aren't necessarily bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is an orc town, isn't it?
Because I still have
Primarily orc and half-orc town, yes.
because I still have movement.
right.
I'm just gonna move away from the corner and closer. Just move back away from the corner. Be like, guys, there's just orcs that way coming down.
You're about to say people and
Guide
you
them
corrected
to
yourself.
the
Wow.
exit, dude! Guide them to the exit!
Lots of people.
How do I know they're safe?
Because we're in a town full of them.
That
You're
is a good
racist.
point.
Now is not the time for
Fucking
racial
right.
stereotypes, Serenus.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That is a good point.
Move them to the exit!
Okay, alright.
Sorry.
You can't just ask somebody why they're green.
It's not easy. Hang on.
Is there any way I can, like, signal them? Can I, like, shout, I guess? It's, like, just a free
It's
action.
not easy being green.
Is it possible I could, like, shout or something like that? Just, like, that way?
Well, you've already moved back, so you could basically, like, when they turn the corner, it's a free action to say, "Hey guys, hi," or whatever you would like to say. But currently, like, you can shout from a distance if you so choose. but
Yeah,
you
I'm
move
just gonna
back.
shout from a distance, be like, guys, down here.
Over here.
The X is this way, or
King.
something like that.
Right. I'll just call out. Oni, this way. I'll use half my movement to move up to the door and look through it.
And the Oni is not in there.
Doesn't seem to be much of anything in there.
You're right.
Well, shit.
We haven't known him to teleport, so
There's nothing in there that we can see.
I'll go in.
Lantern, where the fuck are you?
Are you at? Oh, that's bold.
Potentially
Any-
Oni
He's
in
feeling
the
brave
room.
today.
Potentially Oni in the room. Oi, what's up, bitch?
Yeah, go
Hey,
in. Anything look out of place, or
Well,
do I...
the blood on the ground of some black ichor, but that's about it.
Cool. Is the blood trace anywhere, or is it just...
It stops at a point
What's that point?
about 5 foot in front of you.
I move 5 foot in front of me.
You're looking at a pool of blood.
So I take it it's next to a wall or something?
Maybe.
Can I touch said wall and investigate said
The
wall?
actual Lodi.
You're waving out. Make an investigation check.
we're just gonna walk in.
I'm
King's
just
just gonna
making
be throwing
myself
up the
laugh
wall.
here. It's fine.
King's like, yeah, I'm watching you, Wall. You're suspicious.
Nice.
So I was just about to say, King is
Between-
in that room,
Between the blood,
and the actual Lodi is more like that clinging to the wall.
between the blood, the fact that you're not hearing any breathing or hearing any movement or noise, you're just like waving your hands out in a frantic pattern. The Oni does not
Hand,
seem to be in
yeah.
the room. Hand and stick, you know what I mean.
I was just trying to check if there was any false walls or anything.
Doesn't seem to be. Definitely not with that investigation check, anyway.
Hmm.
Nothing that looks like it's, you know, because of how quickly this has all happened, there's nothing that seems to be worse, just like closing back, for example.
Well, I'll move around the room a bit more, but that will probably be the end of my movement, and I'll just say the room seems empty
Okay, Kika.
and a dead end.
Okay. I'm gonna dismiss the ball so that I can reactivate Detect Magic, since the ball is
Be
classified.
gone, ball.
They are both classified as concentration, even if the
They are.
Detect That Magic is, however, free for me, so I can just keep using it. So, I will come round just to see if I can see anything in the room with King with Detect Magic up.
No. It is no longer there.
There's nothing in here, King. No magic. Nothing. It's gone. It's gone, guys. It's not here. It must have gone somewhere. It's not invisible here, at least.
As we fall out of combat, we're going to take a break.
Cool.
For people to take medicines they may not have taken yet, or get water.
Yep.
I have already taken them, but I do need water.
Yeah, so get your water, get your bits, get your bobs. We'll see you all back here in about 5 to 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
See you in a bit.
Play dirty.
And we're back.
Welcome
crack
back,
on.
everyone. I'm so glad my mic was muted because that was a belch. So then, we have now fallen out of combat. The Oni is nowhere to be found. And Serenus, you said you were about to turn a corner and shout at some orcs.
Yes, I'm going to signal the orcs to come this direction.
Okay.
Hey! Down here!
Okay.
Yeah, can I follow behind Serenus?
Yes, you may. The orc kind of just like runs back up towards you as well as you're just like coming up towards it, and just begins like bellowing out towards you. Like,
What's going on down here? What's happened to all these people?
So, how...
There's an assassin in the building. Where are the
there's
likely
that,
targets, and
that.
how do we get there to stop it?
The matron.
and as he says that, you hear from a few stairs up the sound of screams.
Yeah, what way?
Wait, how do we get up?
All three of them immediately begin running back, and they run down the corridor to the right and forward to a stairwell.
Go.
Run after them?
And you all
We
I'll
follow
go with
them.
him if I can.
Go,
Go.
go, go,
dashing,
go.
dashing after him.
Yeah, you're all dashing after them. They're dashing as well. And you make your way up to the second floor. And as you make your way up, you will enter into, just like you step out from essentially a stairway, out into like a large chamber. This is basically a feasting hall. And as you guys enter, you can begin to see, as if like from all the corners of the room, Runara and Serenus and King will be the first to spot this, with Widdick being closer after that then. You begin seeing black smoke pouring down from the top corners of the ceiling down into this room.
Similar to the shadow demons, or
Yes, Kika.
Detect magic still active.
Correct. And it is a good point. I'm going to need to check which types of magic are affected right here. Just a moment.
Long list.
Then before Giga just comes in and goes, "It's all fake! Get him!"
And now with the schools of
I'll
magic,
probably
Yakko
say-
Water!
Get a ping of necrotic energy and evocation.
Evocation. Okay.
The orcs don't seem to have seen this and are just running towards the door that's on the south side of the building and bust it down and continue to run up a stairwell.
I just alert the group. Just evocation, necrotic, not good.
So that's in a direct path.
It's beginning to hit the ground in the corners as if it's pouring in, and it begins trying to like fill into the room as you guys are in there.
What?
Run!
Like
run!
what?
Run.
What?
You keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Run.
I'm following the orcs.
Widdick,
They seem-
get
they
that
seem to know
lantern
where
ready.
the matron is.
Go.
So you all start running.
follow
Yeah.
the orcs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, okay.
I was confused. I thought this was the room we were trying to get to, but if it's not, no, I
No.
keep booking it.
You keep booking it.
I'm going to stay 20 foot behind the orcs now.
Okay.
Possible that we've just run past where the Oni is, but there's no way of telling.
I have detect magic up, so if it's invisible, I'd have spotted it.
Rather be where it's trying to get.
The other thing is that might be where it's trying to get. We don't actually know the target,
Well, we'll find out.
but we can't.
The orcs continue to run, and you are making your way towards the screens.
Yeah, we don't have time to think. Is the problem.
Now, Widdick, do you actually turn that light on like I suggested?
Yeah, I'll turn.
You sure?
Well, no, because I don't want to do it in here, because I don't know if this shit is actually gonna fucking blow up if I have a fucking fire in it.
Well, the lantern doesn't really count as like an actual flame. It's more like magic.
It's magic.
Okay. All right, then I'll. But as we're running, I'll like. fucking
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Past it, if it
spot
makes
the
need everyone to make a
Catching
dexterity saving throw.
Concern there,
No,
Owen.
fuck with you.
Fair concern.
It's all good.
Huh?
It's all good.
Fair concern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Nero and Smart to have raised the point.
No,
I'm brain cell.
but you're all good. You make your way, you go up the next flight of stairs, and you can already see that essentially by a doorway, there are 2 guards that are dead. Both of them have been gutted. And you begin hearing screams down a corridor. So now I'm just going to open up space here. Let's see, reveal area. See if this has revealed it. Yes, it will. Okay. So just a moment, everyone. The orcs are running basically into a corridor, and they turn and begin running, and you all just begin hearing the sound of something beginning to build, and then a as they set off a rune of warding.
She's what I said, 20-foot map, which probably isn't enough still.
Given it's the first orc, and you're from the one that's furthest away from you, there's 5 spaces between them, you're fine. There's enough bodies there that you're actually good. You do get that woof, kind of into the face of the force of it, of a... You know, with the exhaust is just way too close to you on a car, and it's just...
Yeah,
that's
you
nasty.
get the heat of it, yeah.
Yeah, the heat and the intensity, and the charge remains of the orcs from it. So I'm just going to move you all just here, because it's going to make this super easy for me to move you all. Oops, sorry. Way to get off of now. Serenus and Hosea. You're all moving. To here. You move down to the far side, so scroll all the way through the darkness.
And is this where they were running to, or is this where we came out of?
That's where you've just come out of.
And what way did the orcs go?
So you just came out of here. The orcs are in a pile here.
They went that way.
Yeah.
And
And the
that's where
scream's coming from this
from.
area.
Okay. Well, I want to continue.
Okay. As you guys are running,
I keep myself level with Runara so that if there's any more runes, I can flag them up for her.
you'd spot them and you ping them out for her. Good call, well done. There isn't anything additional.
Are these windows like bar? Like, I see bars, but are they like
that's-
cells, or are they like windows
No,
and bars?
they're just there's a central door and there's 2 windows to either side of each room, but they're basically bedrooms.
That's fine.
At the end of the corridor, you see an orc is basically just like slumped up against the wall, holding its stomach, and desperately trying to, missing one arm, it's trying to reload a hand crossbow, looking inside frantically. It looks fucking ruined. He looks terrified and sees all you guys rushing in, and the explosion hit the others. He just begins pointing in, "Save her!"
Okay, well, I'll run
I'd love to.
another 30-foot.
With you, Renar.
Yep, right on top of it.
I want to do something, but are we going to go back into initiative? Or
You're about to go back into initiative.
Before we start running down, I'll hand the lantern to Serenus
Sure.
because
Serenus,
I
you now
need
have
both of
the
my
weapon
hands to my
For
use
your
my
big
weapon.
fucking sword, yes.
Yeah,
That's fine.
But you've basically just been dragging Pyramid Head style.
just lantern in front, sword in back. Go, go, go!
Like the world's most improperly proportioned guardsman ever. So we are now back into initiative.
rerolling?
You're
Rerolling.
re-rolling your initiative.
Come on, come on.
Ooh, only at the bottom again.
Like, fuck.
Come on, do better this
Thank
time.
God for that, yeah. Serenus!
Yes!
Giga!
Finally, actually.
There are other
Thank
numbers.
God.
There are the others, folks.
Did
Unfortunately,
you
the
roll
other numbers
natural one as well?
The Oni, no, he has no modifiers to dex.
Then he would go for me because I rolled natural one? Or does it matter?
He's also a mobster.
Well,
Mob.
strictly, my total is higher, but I rolled natural one.
No,
so I don't know
natural
if
one
that
means
works.
you always go last.
Oh,
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
my
if that
ruling
works,
of
how
it.
that works.
Just like
Yeah, that's
natural
what I'm
20s, you'll always go first. It just then decides on who's got the highest dex, who goes when, in that order of people in there. But you
So
go
he would go
last.
before me.
Correct. So we're going to sort
So-
this order,
I'll do
descending,
it. I'll-
and I'm just going to flip you to there, and it's all good.
Okay.
Kika.
Okay.
You turn a corner to see the old cronish orc. Her like long extended claws on her hands are just like nails, are just kind of wrapped around the end of a glaive that's been trying to like jam into her stomach, and you can just see that it's just piercing into just like the very tip of it is just piercing into like underneath her skin, and there's just crimson beginning to pour out, and she's just desperately trying to kick.
I come flying around the corner at top speed, reach out to her, and we both disappear.
What do you do?
A 3rd level invisibility.
Okay. Magic stops.
Damn it.
You are counterspelled.
Okay. Well,
Oh, good. No reaction.
no reaction.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but there goes the reaction.
But if it's going to use this reaction on anything, it's going to be on a fucking invisibility spell.
Knock that down. And I will... I guess stay where I am. Because that was my action.
Okay. Serenus, you're up next.
Use the maximum of my movement.
You have a lantern in one hand.
Right. Well, I'm going to move up a little bit further. So I'm just kind of just around the corner. While holding the lantern in one hand, I'm going to use my other one, and I'm just going to throw a regular stone at him.
Magic stone.
Uh-huh.
Throw your rock. That hits with a rock. 8 points of rock damage. Dink! It's trying to jab in. It extended out a hand to stop the counterspell, and as it's doing that, just focusing intently on this moment, just dink! The side of the head. Just like side glances you.
Yes.
Just throw rock.
Yeah, he's just gonna look over, go. I see you over there.
I may
And I
be
just
dead,
peer out
but
behind him, just hey.
I may be dead from that. Yes.
Hello. Sorry, Serenus, was that all you would like to do, is just throw your rock?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's fine. And you keep your lantern focused on the Oni.
Yes.
Okay. It's all good, sir. It's all good. Riddick!
So, 2 things. 1, has it been a minute?
Yes.
Fuck. Alright. That's already been. It's up, and that's up, so. Oop, okay. Well, whatever. Just. Yeah, yeet! Oh no. Oh no. No, wait. Nope.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry. Sorry.
Excuse me, partner. Excuse me.
Get there
Excuse me, partner.
eventually.
So close. Yet so far.
It's like extending the end of it. The Oni's kind of like just leaning.
Get closer.
It's the fucking cat meme.
You know what? Fuck you.
How rude throwing a fireball at me out there.
13.
Oh, that's a nice bit of damage. Fair fucks.
Okay.
You need to get yourself lightning lore.
Get over here! So Widdick, there's this moment of like trying to reach out your sword, and it's leaning away like and you just like your wrist just like falls down, and out from it just poof before it sinks back up into place. Just bolt a fireball at it.
It's like,
Bolt,
get
not
closer. Haha, you fool. Boop.
Loyalty.
Okay.
I'm assuming Lo has higher dex than me.
Depends. Lo, what's your dex?
Low. My dex is a +2.
What
Mine's
about
a
you, Fuzzy?
14.
+2 from both of you then. So really deciding on which one of you wants to go first. Pick and choose, kids.
You got a plan?
Ish.
Well, then I'm just gonna shoot it, so you may as well go and do something fun.
If it works. First off, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. And I'm going to use my bonus action to hex the Oni.
Ooh, a hex on the Oni. Is it a wisdom save for a hex, or is a hex just a thing that gets thrown out?
Just to get thrown out. It's like Hunter's Mark.
What do you choose to give it disadvantage on?
Strength check.
Okay, so athletics checks is going to struggle with, like trying to jab a spear into a woman's chest.
And I am going to Eldritch Blast twice.
Blast out, honey.
Oh yeah, I guess that would weapon.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Miss and miss. Now, to give you an idea, she's basically just been trying to hold him to stop him from stabbing her. So it's kind of like a contested grapple over the weapon rather than his attack rolls.
Ah, okay.
So it's athletics between them, but it's an old orcs do not mean they're weak orcs by frailty. So she's just been going, yes, I can.
Just waiting for her to just go beast mode. Just, you know what?
She's like, you know what? I'm done with you. Stab.
Yeah. Just crack it and fucking stab it in.
This Oni should know better than to attack all women in my campaign. That's a fucking suicide note. Fuzzy.
I say orcs are notoriously tricky to kill. It's stubborn in that regard.
I'm just putting the icon there to remind me of the concentration for hex.
And I'm going to throw an icon on him.
Before it confuses people.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna try and shoot here. Sharpshooter. Not sharpshooter.
Take a shot.
Fired at a missed.
There we go.
That second one hit.
That'll do.
The first one scratches against the
I
wall.
just need to hit once. Critical roll damage, please. Oops, I clicked that twice. When it comes through, only count the first one.
Of course.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that was me.
That looks like glitch code.
hello?
Sorry.
Oh, I have to tell it to do it. There we go.
Okay. So 16 points
And
of...
I will... Not that one. Where is it? Oh, this is an interesting point. Is it immune to the cold damage?
It is not.
Whenever you damage creature with Crimson Right. Brand.
Which brand are you putting on it? What does brand of castigation do?
That.
Stuff.
Mostly it, so it can't get away from me again.
It suffers psychic damage.
It does. Now, point of order. If I went here, that's not within 5 feet of me. I'd have to get into melee, right?
The Oni?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not within 5 feet of him.
Like, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm staying there.
Okay,
I'm not worried about that bit. I'm more
if you
just
had
want to
gone
know
that
where
close-
the fuck it is.
Give you an idea, if you had gone that close, you would have been in his threat range, even from Wittick's point, because
Yeah,
that, long
I know
way.
I need to show the 5 feet thing
For the brand.
because of castigation. Not
It's the
because of that.
creature that is hitting has got to be within 5 feet, not the creature that's doing the damage, right?
If it deals damage
Either
to
way,
you,
same
or
problem.
if it deals damage to you or a creature, you can stay within 5 feet of you.
So you have to be within 5 feet of, say, Wittick, not the creature.
Yes.
I mean, I'll get behind Wittick. That's no problem.
I mean, sure, you don't.
In case it
tell
comes
me
over there.
twice.
I mean,
I'll give Wittick his full cover, sure.
He's partial cover.
Elaborate crossbow rest.
Wittick,
I'll say
you're not a great paladin.
an over-engineered tripod.
You over-engineered tripod.
What an insult.
No, that's an insult.
What an insult.
But I mean it lovingly.
King, what are you doing?
I move where I'm standing, and I cast Ray of Enfeeblement on the Oni.
Alright.
That hit.
That fucking hits, yeah.
Stack them debuffs.
God damn it, guys.
Now he's going to do half damage with strength weapon attacks, which is particularly while you're struggling with, trying to skewer an orc lady.
God, I hate adventurers.
And they hate you.
I hate you more.
Okay, King, is that your turn?
Yes, I mostly feel indifferent to him. He'll be
Okay.
dead soon.
Oof.
Wow.
And if I
Okay.
can help it,
The
as
same worms will lead him too.
Laying down.
It's
the
a cleric
claw
fan.
attacks.
For some reason, the order's wacky.
Yeah, Renara should be next.
no,
I rolled
now
a
roll
natural
natural
one.
one.
Oh,
Natural one.
Right. Hasn't decided.
Right.
Hey, Widdick.
Uh-huh.
Hi, buddy.
So that's what
Make
it
a
is.
wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Did he just cast a spell?
He did.
And counter spell?
You gonna use your third level counter spell?
It's the only level I have it at, so yes.
Grant. So charmed person is been countered.
Get fucked.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Because paladin with a charm spell is not fun.
I
don't
put out
worry,
my hand.
everybody- I only have 5 health, so if they need to, they can just slap me and get me down real quick.
Knock you out.
I put my hand out. It looks like I'm doing some sort of mystical motion as I rotate my hand around. It just rotates, so I've got my palm up to the end, and I slowly close my fist, just for one finger in the middle.
The classic. So the
Sucks to
at
be-
the end. Okay, so it's now Nara's turn.
Kay's got that face like he's thinking real hard.
He is.
Do I fireball
A dangerous
all
pastime.
of them, or
Do I fireball everyone and win?
How much is my
Are
average
we-
damage that the collateral wouldn't kill
Are we
everyone?
talking rotisserie? Are we talking well done? Or are we talking completely and utterly scorched?
somewhere between what I like to eat and my dad likes to eat?
Your
Southern fried?
needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey, it tastes good. Constitution saving throw.
DC 15 or he turns blind.
Oh.
What's your DC?
15.
Fucking hate you.
Yes.
Blinded,
Stack
boys!
those debuffs!
Oh, it's not even a concentration. Just a blind. He does get to make a save against enfeebling ray or something, right? That's at the end of his turn.
Ah, fair point. Thank you.
At the end of his turn, dodge that. No.
Oh wait, that was the wrong save I tried to make. Enfeelment is Constitution saving throw for it.
Yep.
Nope. It's hexed, it's blinded, it's enfeebled. I feel like I'm fucking Yakko. It's
I'm
blinded,
20,
enfeebled, it's put to sleep, it's gone over here and there.
20 foot to there. That's my turn.
Okay. At the end of the turn order, the Oni is flailing around trying to spot where you guys are, where the crone is. And as the crone, like, pulls away from them as they're trying to flail, stands up far too straight for an old woman to look, looks around to the back, and Loyalty, coming up by the side next to you, is the exact same old crone.
Oh,
But she leans down and begins casting healing spells on the orc that was stuck there, who then, in orcish, mumbles, "My matron." Seems to like be using a term of endearment towards them.
I know this trick. It's a common trick among royalty.
And
It's fucking Padme and
Are we being Padme Amidala right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
Kieran Knightley is just over there fighting the Oni.
always approve, but it's not like body doubles on a very old thing. But yeah, sure, Padme, we'll go with that one.
Really important.
I mean, it was in a galaxy far, far away. A long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Long time ago, in fact.
Anyway,
the matron, quote unquote, will be attempting to swing towards the Oni and begins talking. And if few of you might pick up on something slightly familiar, but Posey, you've spoken with this person before. This exact same voice comes across in your ear.
You piece.
Help! I need help! I need help! I am far too in over my head. Help!
What did I fucking tell you?
I'm trying to help, okay? It worked!
Brilliant.
As the matron's form fades away.
We've talked.
As the matron's forms faded away, you can now see the slightly translucent skin of a changeling.
Ah.
Hello!
Help!
I'd like to take this opportunity to say to the Oni, you're not very good at your job.
He can't see what's happening.
Yeah, which the changeling is now very aware of.
Kika just kind of just sounded just like.
But
You've definitely seen this trick before.
Yeah, she's.
Nesnar is usually the one who gets nearly assassinated.
She's seen it before. She's just kind of annoyed because she's like, you could have. I was gonna.
When did I have time? When did I have time to say anything to you?
The funny thing is the Onis can't see as well, and it's
He's
possible
no
that
idea why the crone's voice has changed or why the crone's not talking.
that as well. But also, you might try to go invisible and fail to realize that we can see him because of the lamp.
Right. So
Yeah,
the quick version of the question is does this changeling look light enough for me to carry? Considering I'm not as
about
weak
70
I'm not
pounds,
as
yeah.
weak as Kirok was.
No, he's about 70 pounds. Yeah, you could definitely lift him.
I'm gonna scoop him up, and I will use my action to disengage and get the heck out of there.
Okay. Because you're moving him, you're moving them.
Yep.
Doesn't count. So no attacks of opportunity is made. You get to get them the flock out of there.
Let's just go over here. After you.
Please put a mark on our changeling friend.
Oh,
Just a moment.
God. Okay. You get behind, I'll get in front, so when he's like, I can see again! Wait, you're not an orc? What the fuck? Hi!
This Oni's about to have a really bad day.
Just a moment.
It's alright.
I don't have a changeling token. As much
No,
as
I just
always
meant
wanted
like
to
just
use
put
them.
like a dot on something because I
So
can
we're
so
gonna
we can
use
tell
the
them apart.
doppelganger instead. Because
Yeah,
Hey.
that's close
the
enough.
doppelganger is the evil equivalent of a changeling.
Yeah.
One of them's like, I want to live in society. The other one's like, I want to kill society. So, Serenus, it's your turn. The Oni is blinded. The Oni is weakened. The Oni is hexed. What do you do?
Right, I'm gonna use Chill Touch to see if I can stop it from anything
Healing?
else. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do Chill
More
Touch.
debuffs.
on things.
You get a debuff, and you get a debuff, and you get
No,
a
it's not you get a debuff and you get a debuff. It's no, this motherfucker gets all the
This
debuffs.
poor Oni's gonna have like 6 icons covering his face.
That is a miss.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Actually,
like in
fair
Final-
point.
It's like fighting a Malbro in Final Fantasy. Bad breath.
God,
Just
bad
like
breath.
all the stat effects.
yeah, I got nothing
Yes,
else I can read
except the
honestly
difference
right
is-
now, so I'm gonna just.
Just a moment. You have advantage on this actually because they're blinded. So roll again. Just roll one more time.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That hit.
It's a definite hit.
Okay, 8 points of necrotic damage, and it cannot heal until the end of your next turn.
The icon. The icon. The icon.
That doesn't need to be an icon, but yeah, sure.
It's a meme at this point.
Hang on, this is how I feel.
There we go.
So
I
many
can't hear you.
icons was not my intention.
Hashtag add the icon.
Okay, I'm gonna fight you in a minute. Jokes in jokes.
Fighting my friends was not my intention.
Is that all you do, Cernus?
Yes.
Weddick. You already have advantage, I will say that.
Okay.
Okay, I hit you now.
But what about second advantage?
Shut up, you. Get in your corner. Get in your corner, young lady, and think about what you just said.
Get up.
Good night, everybody.
Swear to God, hang on. Son of a bitch. It's AC.
Hey!
Exactly.
Boop. Ooh, I'm gonna re-roll that 1. Which is re-rolling.
Now you're getting it.
Boom,
So
better.
that becomes 13. 13 points of damage.
Yay. And then another hit. Ooh, yes.
And
You hit
another one.
again, sir. I'm
Ooh,
fucking
that's a
big.
double re-roll.
Okay, so that's 4
Just
damage.
kick the damage again.
Double reroll.
I mean, yeah, you could literally just click the damage again.
Yeah, just get the damage again, honestly.
There you go.
I think
Nice.
it's
It's an
only on...
improvement.
You can roll a 2 or a 1, but you cannot re-roll it again.
Yeah, because
to
you must use it.
So that's-
channel Craig James, double reload.
Nice.
Double.
So
13
Reroll.
plus 9.
that's 11 and
Well, 13. But because I rerolled that 1, the 11 for a
22.
3. So plus 2.
oh, sorry.
22
sorry,
total.
Sorry. That's 13 and that 20. Yeah, 22. Yeah. Yeah. You are hitting it in the face. It is very confused.
Now I know there was a matron in front of me, but now she has a sword. What just happened?
Who gave this matron a sword?
And
The
why is
matriarchy
she?
doesn't need a sword.
And why does it feel like I've felt this sword before?
Wait a second, that robot's laughing at me. Son of a bitch. Loyalty.
Bad robot.
Bad robot.
What can I do? Also, I found out that I technically have 3rd level spell slots, but I need to triple check if I can use them, but I'm not going to use them.
You can use
this
them.
round. I'm
You
just
can
gonna-
use them. You just can't cast a spell at that level. That's what you get every time you fucking multiclass into 2 prime spellcasters.
Yeah, cast your other spells at higher levels.
You can cast at 3rd level, honey. You just can only cast your 2nds or your 1sts at 3rd. Or you can, even if it has no benefit, cast a 2nd or 1st level spell at 3rd if you just don't have a slot for it.
Question.
Yes, honey.
Question. If I cast a spell, will that remove hex?
No.
Only if it's a concentration spell.
Only
Oh
concentration.
yeah. I
was like, this Oni is going to use so many of the resources on other things. They won't be able to stack debuffs on him. Wrong I was.
Last campaign it was AoEs. This one we got the debuffs.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be fucking Vlakith in the
definitely-
corner, blinded, deafened, stunned, like, what's going on?
Yeah, because those AoEs in question weren't debuffs like the famous Zero Kirok ready.
Kirok,
slow
Roman,
bust.
I'm aware,
Yeah,
you all
it was
fucking threw shit at
the
me.
insect whirlpool thunderstorm combo.
With Sleet Storm sometimes.
Yeah.
Or the so I've
For
cast
flavor.
management on them. Everybody get around. Let's get ready.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Everyone get comfortable. We'll
Honey?
have an easy time.
And then
What
we
are you
had
doing, my love?
the other side of the coin as well.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Go
What you
nuts.
doing?
Do it.
Go Pharaoh.
Get easy.
Sit right there and think about what you've done.
Wisdom saving throw.
More debuffs.
More debuffs!
He's gonna run into You, Winnick.
Okay, so roll your damage. Roll 46 because you're casting it at. No, isn't Whispers a third level spell? No, you're casting it at third, so it's.
I'm casting it
So
at
it's
third.
5d6.
Is it a first level spell?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll
Yeah.
5d6, and it's going to be half because he succeeded.
Yeah, the higher level says each slot above each slot second or
I
higher.
wasn't sure if it was second or.
Yeah.
So that's down to 9
There are
damage.
numbers.
Also, technically speaking,
Hex.
he wouldn't run into me because I'm obviously dangerous ground.
You're difficult terrain, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah,
he thinks
and
you're,
Hex.
he thinks you're a
Hex,
matron,
Hex.
so.
Hex only works on attack rolls.
Thank you.
So it's all good. So, honey, that was that. You dealt that damage. He succeeded his save, just barely, because you have a DC 15 and he rolled a 60. So he just takes the damage. You did a lot of damage. Psychic damage to his head. You should feel bad for assaulting an old woman. He's like, but it's my job. I've been paid.
As I said, sit right there and think about what you've done.
Cozy. Speaking of regret,
Hi. Do I have an advantage?
yeah.
Wonderful. What a beautiful day. Sharpshooter.
No.
Oh, what a glorious day!
I cannot roll.
Yes, I'm very glad.
Extra shot, don't you?
There it is.
Better.
Oh,
I'm sure I have luck. Never mind.
you are your own girl, you make your own luck. 20 points of
Wrong.
damage.
I keep thinking I have Hex on when I don't.
You do not. That is 22 points of damage. He does not like you.
Yup.
King.
Yeah, well,
Oh no, I don't need to do that as well. He's going here enough. I don't need
You were
to do
going to
anymore.
use another debuff, weren't you? Do
uh,
it.
Do it.
Do it.
do I have advantage as well?
You will. Just give me a second to see what Curls is about to do to this poor Omni. I mean, it's a malevolent fiend that is a cannibal and will torture anyone it gets a chance on. You know, this thing definitely has it coming.
Ah, no, I am not going to do this. Nope.
Alright.
Never mind.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Restraint.
Frost.
Restraint seems so unnecessary. I don't know what you're talking.
Welcome to today's episode of Curls vs. Character.
It
Okay.
now has 5
It's
movement speed
moving
less, isn't it?
And 10 feet less.
Debuffs.
Fucking
I think this
King out
thing's
here
just
being a
dead
fucking
at this
beholder.
point. Honestly,
Yeah. Am I going to paralyze you? Am I going to blind you? Am I going to stun you?
at some point,
Option.
am I gonna just straight out kill you?
Petrify
literally
you?
just- It's literally just looking at us like, kill me, please.
You can't see us.
Well,
It's blinded.
He doesn't know if he's looking at us.
King, is that your turn? Just doing that.
That's all I've got.
Okay. It reaches down into a pouch on itself. Begins clutching onto it.
Oh.
And
Looks like I take it. I'm casting a spell.
it is using an item, which is a magical effect.
Yep, can't count on that. I don't.
You
If
can
casts a
counter.
spell through
It's
the
casting a spell through an item. I will say.
I can counter it.
You can try.
I'll give it a spin.
Yeah, you might just be against the item rather than it.
Yeah.
Well, no, it'll be against the spell's level.
So
It'll
you'll
be
need to roll,
making
won't
the
you?
old
So roll a
intelligence
d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Nope,
please.
it is a.
Well, if it's a level 4 or higher, then he has to roll. If it's level 3
Yes, and
or
he
lower,
has to roll.
Yeah,
There you
I'm
go.
just confirming with everyone else. So it's an in check.
D10 plus the spell level.
So roll a d10 and sorry, roll a
that's
d20
my-
and add your intelligence modifier.
It would be that, I suspect.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh,
The
It'd be
plus
the-
4 as well.
Okay, so it successfully uses dimension door.
Animal.
But I know where it is.
She
400
does.
feet north.
How How much we want to kill this thing?
Is there a window
Very.
anywhere?
There is in the bedrooms.
Off we go.
Can you D-door?
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking take me with you.
Someone just offered a D-door that I don't think. I think Kay was like, "Who's got D-door?" And was like,
Oh no, I meant like I know where it is, not that I have dimension door.
There is doors. There is windows in that bedroom.
Wanna lift?
That can be.
I'm just gonna point.
I've only got a range of 120 feet, so it's up to you
I've
guys.
got a crossbow.
Wanna lift? I know how much you like being on the roof.
I got these
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah, I
not
do.
afraid to use them.
Let's get that.
Right.
Let's get those windows open.
Very quickly, he gets to make saves on enfeebling, rain, and sleep at the end of his turn.
So he has 2 constitution saving throws to make.
He was asleep too.
Brian, sorry.
He's no longer blinded or enfeebled.
Lame.
Okay. Are you two going?
I have.
Yeah.
I think. Wait a minute.
I'll cast Bless.
Can I?
Boy, if
Depends,
someone-
honey. Have you got something that can get you to catch up with them? Because Kika can take one person, so she's probably going to take the one person who can track him.
I was about to ask. I've still got Hex up. And I was going to ask if that is if I could actually track via the Hex, because I remember.
You can tell where he is as
The
well.
other thing.
You can tell where he is, and he's still north, but he's 400 feet away from you.
Can't or can?
You can, and he is 400 feet away from you, northward.
Okay, sorry about that.
You're fine. You're all good. It's just a case of 2 people can track, and you've got 1 person to carry.
Okay. I think I've got him. Same with Posey. Just need a clean shot.
I have. We need to go. Yeah.
I
But
cast
I can
Bless.
only carry one person. I'm
400
sorry.
feet that way.
Well, look, on my turn, I cast Bless on Kirok, Posey, and Lo.
So whoever is going, you can use it on. Okay, so
Real quick,
you
guys.
guys. Yes.
How
400 feet range.
high is this window from
The ground
over the ground? Yeah, like is it like
from
is it like
from the
straight wall?
yeah, it's a straight ass fall.
Ah,
If you go out, you're just gonna go. "Eh."
could Garm climb said wall? Curious.
No,
Okay.
your wolf doesn't have a climb speed.
Kirok, take Posey. We'll go downstairs. I'll try and summon up Phantom Steed and take Loyalty. See if we can track this bugger down.
Okay.
How long does Hex last?
Hour.
Hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
How
it takes a
long-
minute to get Phantom Steed, but it moves bloody fast.
So before you guys, so I'm gonna say there's gonna be 10 turns. So firstly, Kirok, you're gonna pick up Posey and you're going to try to dash.
That's like 4 people that have done it now. I'm playing Kika.
I know you're playing Kika. I'm sorry. I'm back to this. I'm used to you attempting to pick someone up. It's my bad. Sorry. I apologize. Kika. I imagine Kika gets to
Act
select
like you didn't do
character.
this on purpose.
Yeah, Vex and Vax. Fuck off.
Everyone just canonically called her the wrong name, so she's just trying not to get upset about it. But she's just like, brush it off. She's like, okay. Yeah, she just grabs a Posey like she's done before and just carries her out through the window, and is just
Okay.
top speed gonna fly in the direction that she's pointed.
Okay, so with Posey doing that, guiding you along, it'll take about... Posey, how long does your right last?
Until I dispel it. Or I use it again.
Bitch.
So I've got this now. I'm a blood hunter, baby. This is what I do.
I'm a blood hunter.
I'm a blood hunter, darling, is what I do. So... it can move 60.
As we
Here's the thing, it's going to begin regenerating.
As
It
we-
moves 10 foot less on this first turn. Because of
As we
Very fast.
fly, Kika will say to Posey, I can keep us hidden until you shoot at it if we want to try and, like, it won't be able to see us coming. I only have 1 spell left, but I can hide both of us.
If you want, I think range will also help us here, because I can be several hundred feet away as long as I can see it.
The moment you shoot, it'll go. So I guess it's probably better not to waste it then.
So I'm going to move us off of this map, and I'm going to move us onto the world map, because that's a bit more accurate right now as to where the fuck you guys are.
Oh, you're off to bed. Okay.
What, Blue? What are we doing?
We're hunting
What
down
you're
a
doing
bitch,
is
okay?
A10.
Curls, it's called
No
a
one-
bonding exercise.
You're trying to get that level 4 friendship, you piece of shit.
He's taking off the moments. He's not letting anyone get away from the moon pigs.
We're not pigs anymore.
Finally doing something Varus level stupid.
Well, almost.
Yeah, it's a
And
challenging
we'll find
map.
out what happens
Look,
next
it's gonna
time,
take me
because
some
our
time.
hours get up.
Our hour is about to be up. So I will say it's going to take you about there'll be a dash to get there.
Mhm.
So you're going to be dashing. Bear in mind, you are tracking it. It's moving about 60 feet away from you every turn.
So I'm moving 100 feet every turn.
Yeah, so it's going to take a few minutes for you guys to catch up to him. At this rate, just because of... Well, not a few minutes, that would be a bit unfair, I should say.
If it's 400 foot away, and you're gaining 40 foot per turn, so it would take 1 minute to be
Okay.
on top of it.
And the rest of the party is
What
following
time is
on.
that?
The rest of the party is following on steeds, but they're behind us.
And the Phantom Seed, which will basically just be a case of it's going to dash its ass over there and it's super fast. And Garm as well. Garm will just be like
then-
instantaneous.
And when
Okay,
how close
how
can
far away do you need to be, Coles?
yeah, how close can we be before for you to start peppering it?
I mean, the max range on a heavy crossbow is 400 feet. I just need to be able to see it.
Fuck.
Okay, so
Right,
here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what I'm gonna say is gonna go down here, kid. So you're chasing it up to the hills. You can tell where it is because of your abilities. And it is invisible again, but you know where it is. So the shots would be at disadvantage, even though you know it's like there. It's just the silhouette of it. So essentially, by this point, it would have regained 50 health. So you're going to make attack rolls at disadvantage to shoot at it from 400 foot away. So make 2. Firstly, we're just going to see what happens.
I've also got luck.
And you're blessed.
And you are blessed.
Sharpshooter.
Oof.
Wait,
She's not
disadvantage.
thrown away her
Cancel.
shot.
Do it.
I gotta try, right?
Yeah.
It's about time I
Need
did something
immediate
stupid.
damage.
That is a miss.
Plus bless.
You- I'll roll it, but it probably won't
Now
matter.
it's a hit.
I think it was AC.
AC
Why am I stressed?
16.
Why am I
AC
stressed?
16.
Fucking
There's
kill
one.
19 points of
There's one.
damage. Okay, 19 points of damage on that one.
Whoops,
Alright.
that's not the right sharpshooter one. Okay,
We have
I'll
another
do it
shot.
again.
This is also a disadvantage.
Let's do it if you get 4.
Oops, I didn't type the word roll correctly.
Breathe, Kells,
fine.
breathe.
You're all good. So the second shot misses. Your first shot did hit.
Can I? Oh, and I already know it missed, so I can't luck
Actually,
it, right?
excuse me, just 1 second there.
Oh, you
I
can
apologize. Give me a second, Curls, because I need to check something
It's
real
okay.
quick.
I also need to
Um,
check something, so carry on.
Yeah, with luck. if
After
you-
I rolled the before outcome is determined. Nope.
I mean,
Um,
but it's difficult because we know it's AC, so we know the outcome anyway.
I would say you could use your luck if you wanted to.
That's the
Okay.
problem when you know
I will.
when
When
know
you
I've
know
that.
got
the
all
AC.
3 for some.
So roll again.
It's even worse. Never mind.
That would
You-
be just 1 roll.
you've only
just to
rolled
let
the
you
first
know in
one,
future.
you'll give me the
Just
11.
roll.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, just a
Oh,
sec.
then
That's right.
It would just be a single additional roll,
doesn't matter.
which
Didn't matter.
still a miss.
14. Yeah, that's fine.
So you shoot it, you hit it once. It does not break its stealth by attacking it because it can cast invisibility at will. Great invisibility as
It would
well.
also. Yeah, I think it has to do something for that to happen.
No, greater invisibility it does. Invisibility, it's concentrating on. So, make another attack roll. Make 2 more. But you've noticed, it's now moving 60 feet towards you. Your second shot will have less on it, so roll. That is now a hit. So Just give me a second there. So it is now at this.
Would I technically have a bonus action as well? Oh wait, actually, what's the range on this? Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Currently he's 340 feet away from you. And I have to make another Constitution save for him as you have hit him again.
I could have let the first one, but don't matter.
Okay, he succeeds again. He is now 280 feet away from you.
I can't see him, can I?
You cannot.
But you know it's
You
getting
can just
closer,
tell
right?
he's coming closer.
Yeah. I'll do one more, and then I'll tell Kika to go if it doesn't kill him.
One more volley, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, remember you have 2 lucks.
I do, and I will use at least one of them. Sharpshooter.
Okay, do you want to use a luck on that one?
I'll look. Yeah.
So just a straight roll.
Oops, just count the first one, doesn't matter.
That would have been a 6, so that was a miss on your first shot. Second shot?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Still
matter.
luck.
That's a hit.
Okay.
That is a
I
hit.
don't need to roll.
No.
I'm very
Roll
stressed.
damage. 25 points of damage. Big ol' woof on that one. You're chunking him. You are hurting him.
But it's not dead.
Keep going.
But
How far is it?
You're high up. Keep
he is
going.
now 220 feet from you. And the invisibility drops.
How bad does he look?
He looks like he's just gone feral. He is in full-on fight or flight. He's either going to try and rip you apart,
We've
or
pissed
you're
him
going to
off
kill
now.
him.
I'm so
Guide him,
panicked. I'm
guide
panicking.
him, guide him.
Kika's got a 100-foot flight. You could take a shot and she can turn around and fly you back. Just fly you back to the group.
He's
The minute this looks
The
bad,
most
go.
the moment it'll take him
It already
a
looks
few more
bad.
turns to get. And you still see he's still healing, but
Okay.
if anyone was going to be used to be brought on this to chunk this bastard for the hit points to make it so that his healing per 10 per turn won't be a factor, it's you.
How many people he can move 60 feet at 10?
That's including his dashing, by the way. That's as far as
One
he
more.
can get.
One more.
That's just from within the castle. Can we get to a window so we can look out over these hills and can we
To give
potentially
you an
see what's
idea,
happening?
they have basically moved so far away
We're
after
like
like
out
a
of
minute.
town. We're like so
Yeah.
far away. That's why I'm like, this is a bad idea.
Well, didn't Nemo say that
They-
King was going to summon Phantasmal
He was,
thing or whatever?
but give you an idea,
That takes
that's
minutes.
literally,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to take a while.
Okay.
For me and
Garm,
Loyalty, Garm,
you would guys, I give you guys an idea with a dash. You guys were probably like, essentially like, you remember the barriers of wood around the city? You're probably just like making your way up the north side of that now in the west, like moving up towards it. But you're still like, because you're
even
on
with
foot.
the dash of 100?
With the dash of 100, the thing is you have to remember is you're not going in a straight line like these two.
Yeah,
Like
we have
these
to
two
go through the streets.
You have to go through the
Yep.
street and around. That's the difference. So it's what's slowing you down. You're going to be the next person to catch up to them, but right now, it's just this. So, Curls, he's visible
And I've
again.
stopped starting
That's a
to count
straight roll.
because I don't know he's
You
coming
two straight
back. I
rolls.
think he's going to be continuing to run.
Yeah, you've no idea what's happening, so you're
I'm-
just summoning.
Gonna say to Kika, start moving us back slowly. To do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go again. But
What
because
is it,
Kika
Curls,
keeps moving
with
us
you
backward.
fighting my Onis in the sky?
I have to do it, man.
I mean, this is
Straight
basically the new
Staying.
A10.
That hits.
I'm so stressed.
Bless.
You have bless.
Bless.
That is a miss.
I'll start moving back like she asked me
You
to.
got one more luck?
I do have one more luck.
Do you have one more luck?
I'm very aware,
I can.
though, that
I'll keep.
when you're in the sky, you have the potential to fall.
Yeah, so I'll move back like she wants me to.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to use your last luck?
No.
You're gonna hesitate?
Do you want me to fly like full 100 feet away to like keep some distance away from it? Because if I fly,
How
full-
fast is he like dashing towards us?
It's every turn he's moving is him dashing, and it's 60 feet.
But me
he's
dashing
now-
is 100
So,
feet,
yes.
so I can outfly.
So right now he's a
Yes,
160
so that way I
foot
can
away from
stay,
you.
yeah.
He's 160 foot away from you right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fly another.
Sure, yes,
I'll fly
he can
another
move
100
40.
foot. You'll still be in range.
For
Yeah.
attrition.
So I can.
I never do shit like this in D&D, do I?
We
No.
can outdistance him. We're kiting him to
Okay.
death.
We can outrun! Outlast!
Wait, 100 miles? Fighting?
Outplanned.
Yes! Okay,
Keep shooting.
what am I
Shoot
doing,
him.
Das?
Shoot him again.
Can I shoot him again?
I'm now flying away
You
from him.
dashed away again.
I'm flying away.
He's just got red
Keep
in
it
the
moving, yeah.
eyes. He's gone mad.
I'm gonna keep going.
Basically, this back and
I'm
forth
so
run.
bad.
Pew, pew,
That hits.
pew.
Yeah.
Still flying, and that's the second hit.
Come on.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, God.
There we go.
Hang on, I need to mark off how many crossbow bolts I just used. Okay.
A lot.
A lot. Just every so often, just grabbing Kika's foot and just stabilizing it. Just deep breath. Try and remember what I know about Onis, and just try and strategically, like, working almost from like the knees upwards. Just try and slowly take disable
you're
it
literally
and then
picking
take
him
it down
apart in the air,
slowly.
piece
Yeah.
by piece.
Just knee, shoulder, chest, neck, head.
Okay. So, Puzzly, as you being carried by Kika, flying back, every now and again you're just like leaning over and she's with you, then she swings back, her wings are out to catch herself on the gust and the backdraft. You're taking in a breath, you're letting it release as you fire. 1. You shot it into the side, you've got it into the hip, that's broken the invisibility, and you can just see the eyes where once these like near full yellow are now crimson, flying towards you, holding out that glaive it had that it was trying to stab through anyone it could get at. It's flying. It's flying. You shoot it again. The glaive as the bolt is pierced to the feathers into its wrist. The feathers only just producing barely out as the arm slacks down in pain, trying to force it out from its own healing effects. You force its body to constantly try to regenerate each individual part, which it's not able to do to such a capacity to match the damage you're inflicting. Into the torso. You've gotten it into an organ. Now the body is going to have to treat that one as its priority. The healing begins slowing down as it tries to go between this to this. The body cannot match the damage you inflict. And then you fire it once, and it's so far away you've reloaded and fired again. Those red eyes. And it just begins falling. After what feels like an eternity, it hits the ground in a crumpled pile of bones and blood. And that's where
You can take us in. Oh God.
What a session to come back to.
What a way to start the year.
Shit, right?
Last year we started by killing Crumplebottom.
Fuck.
Well,
I hope we don't ever have to do that again.
I am sweating. Oh God. Next week.
yeah.
So guys, we hope you enjoyed us coming back to the Plight of Princes. I hope you had a pleasant New Year's, as pleasant as can be in our times, but have a good day, have a good night, be safe, we love you all. We'll see you next week.
Boy.
Bye.
Ah!